There's very few things that you get excited for just by hearing those words. Do you want a blowjob? Do you like that steak rare? Would you like fries with that? Do you know what's fucked up? Is one of those things that just gets my nipples hard. So sit back, plug in, and man up. It's time for Who the Fuck Knows Anymore's edition of You Know What's Fucked Up.
Welcome to CBS News This Morning. My name is Gail King. Alongside me is Oprah Winfrey. And
Oprah. She's badass.
It's the Loki and Jabroni Show. Once again, coming at you live on a Tuesday night on Facebook and wherever you're listening on audio only, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Anytime you can pick it up, man. That's how you do it. My name's Jabroni. The gentleman to my left
is Loki, as always.
The guy over there that Alice in Chains has been singing about for 25 years running. The man in the box himself.
The future press secretary for Kanye 2020.
You're going to bring this up. You know what? Let's have that conversation
God bless
now.
him. I hope he goes for it, man.
Let's have that conversation now, because before the mics went hot, Eddie, just say it.
Do you know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
Kanye is woke.
Oh, God.
He's Jeff Hardy's or Matt Hardy's partner?
Yes.
No, but that would be interesting.
Good for him.
No, Kanye is on a freaking tear right now, and he's saying all kinds of strangely conservative and libertarian shit on Twitter.
As opposed to his usual drivel.
He's got his usual drivel there. I am God, freedom of thought, freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. And I'm hoping he runs for the LP. Fuck it. 2020.
I've only switched parties once. This might be the second time. I can't. I couldn't even consider Kanye West as a rational thought for president, but then again, look at what we've got in the office right now.
Dude, the hashtag...
he's huge.
The hashtag
huge.
And the progressive plantation is trending on Twitter right now.
Oh my God.
It is fucking crazy.
Is this... Oh. People went nuts when Ronald Reagan was elected, not only governor of California, but president of the United States. He was an actor. He shouldn't be there.
Oh my God.
Love him or hate him, Ronald Reagan was pretty decent. Donald Trump, jury's still out. We're almost 2 years in. Time for people to get off his nuts and start giving him, his just due. He's not doing a bad job, folks, and I'm not a fan. But at the end of the day, there's no way in hell. I would take, who's that kid? Fuck if I can remember his name. Not David Hogg. I got shit to say about him later. But, Christ, I can't. The one that films dead people in Japan.
Oh, Logan Paul.
I would elect Logan Paul before I elect Kanye West to president of the United States.
Well,
it's just my opinion.
Then your priorities are messed up, sir.
Strikers Mixed Link Bitches is in the house.
He is in the house.
Christy's in the house.
Christy is in. Thank you.
I'm in the house.
Craig is also in the house. I'm in the house. Craig Ferris, good job by you. All you guys, thank you so much. Share the video. Tell your friends.
Exactly. Do you guys know what's fucked up? Even better than that, though.
What's fucked up? Even better than that, though.
Next week, we are going to be live in Groton in a very cool establishment. As a matter of fact, one of our listeners...
Fort Knox?
Close.
I wish.
PCC.
Never
mind.
I can't be trusted in Fort Knox. You know that.
I can't be trusted in PCC. I would burn that fucker to the ground.
They'll be like, is that a slab of gold in your pocket, Mr. Smith? And I'll just say, no,
I'm happy.
I'm just really happy. All this gold right now.
That's the answer I was looking for.
I'm so happy.
I'm going to leave my old car here, though, sir. Do you mind?
Yeah, right.
So, Christy Singleton is a listener of ours, and she also works at a place called In the Mood. Now, if you guys remember a couple weeks ago, we've said that if you mention the Loki and Jabroni Show, she would give you 10% off. That is still available. And
only on Tuesday nights or all the time?
No, all the time. All you
nice.
Say, hey, you mentioned the Loki and Jabroni Show, and you get your discount, but you got to go to Loki and Jabroni Show. Now, here's the best part.
You have to sing the theme song.
No, you can do that. And maybe she'll even give you a bigger bonus. Next Tuesday, we are going to be there live.
That's fantastic.
We're going to be there live. I'm going to beat Ed over the head with a purple dildo.
Nice. Yeah. I'm going to take the Benoit balls and massage my neck just like this.
It's going to be great.
Quick question: will they be used? I don't want that.
I'm just going to take one of those. I'm going to take one of those real dolls, and I'm just going into the back room.
We dare you.
Yeah,
we dare you guys.
I'll take the gimmick phone. Right
you know
there.
what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
We dare you guys to come on down here and check this place out.
If anyone listened to the sex episode knows that my skin crawls talking about stuff like that out loud because I'm a private person. I'm gonna be sitting in a sex shop, guys. Come down and watch my skin crawl.
He's gonna shrivel down into a 10-year-old boy.
No, man, I'm gonna have. I thought about this earlier today when you brought this to my attention, and I thought, you know what? Fuck it. There's a lot of things going on in my life that I'm getting rid of the old and bringing in the new and trying to do better for myself. And we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But God, it's going to be a fun time, and I expect to see all of you there.
1085 Buddington Road, Groton, Connecticut.
You keep saying Groton. I love
saying Groton. I grew up in Norwich. It's called Groton.
You piss off the Grotonites.
I will.
Makes me think of the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Groton Weagle. 06340 for those of you who are not in the Connecticut area. Come on down and see us. If you come and see the show, there might be a special bonus for you. But just come on in and see us. Trust me.
I will let you put your hand in the bucket of gimmicks, but I won't tell you what's inside.
Get your fake mustaches and trench coats and get on camera.
That's how I feel when I go into Victoria's Secret. Now I'm going into a sex shop.
We're going to be in your face. 1085 Buddington Road, Groton, Connecticut.
I want to say this. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to say to me, why didn't you tell me about this? Because I found out, a couple hours ago?
We literally, we both we've been working on it for a little bit, and it was funny because I was just like, you know what? We're getting close. I don't know if you guys have been kind of catching on to the drift or catching some hints that we've been dropping every episode here and there. But there's going to be a change here at the Loki and Jabroni Show, and it's coming very soon. And not only is it coming soon, we're very limited on what we are considered episodes.
Yeah, we're running out of topics we're mad fucking quick.
And not just mad quick, but for a reason. And you'll see this. So we had to kind of push this in as fast as we could because unfortunately this will not be one of our go-tos again.
Well, I thought we were keeping this. And
no, we are this. We are this. Yes. But
I'm just sitting here thinking, am I getting fired?
No.
You're not getting fired.
In fact, I'm giving you double what you make now. Because of the format change.
That's too nice. I told you
you're getting double. I told you that. I know you did.
I told you a 45% raise I liked.
I didn't, I thought about it, but I looked at the budget. We can afford twice his salary, so you're going to make twice as much.
I'm moving to whiskey, don't forget.
I know. So, I factored that in.
I know I'm drinking Bullet, but
And as I talk about the changes I'm making, there's going to be additional money in the coffers that we can pay out a little more.
Okay. All right.
Well,
hello, Jonathan Beck. Hello, Tim Cressy. Thanks for watching. Do you want to? In a couple weeks, when it changes over, you guys will know. I'm still working hard on a very fantastic guest. Time is very limited for this gentleman, so we're trying to nail down a date. So please stay tuned.
Well, I'll tell you what. With everything going on, we still will sneak surprise guests.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? Well,
sure.
Well, we'll still throw you a Muppet Show thing every once.
Yeah, why not? If the mood strikes us, yes, we're gonna go a little right of center, left of center. Heaven forbid I say left or right nowadays, because
right.
They're gonna think I'm either a libtard or a conservative nut job. Why don't I just stay right here in the middle in libertarian land and live a happy fucking life?
Libertarians aren't middle. We're correct.
So, guys, remember
exactly
1085 Buddington Road, Groton, Connecticut. Be there next Tuesday live. I'm telling you right now, we're going to come back at you all week long. We're in your face. We're going to be reminding you.
Hey,
it's going to be fun. It's
I'm
going to be fun.
I'm going to invite
and
the
I'll tell you what,
invite everybody.
If we got everybody down there, we're all friends. We're all having a good time. You might see something that catches your fancy, and who cares, man? Let that side of you come on
or
out.
goes in your fancy.
Right, exactly. if it works your fancy and you like your fancy, you do your fancy.
That is great.
But seriously, guys, come on down and check us out. It's going to be awesome.
Live remote recording,
We're going to be near the club, so any dancers want to stop by and say hi.
Oh, we're going to be live. We're going to be live.
As long as you're not tweakers or meth heads, come on by. Check out the shop.
Let's not be hard.
Hop on the camera. Say hi to your peoples. We'll see you guys there.
All right.
Like I said, you'll be getting reminders all week long.
Do we have room for what's on our mind before we talk about what's fucked up?
Yeah,
Sure, let's do it.
All right. You mind if I start?
Absolutely.
2016 is repeating itself. We
Yeah.
lost Barbara Bush last Tuesday as we recorded. A couple days later, we
George
lost...
is in the hospital right now.
Yeah, I noticed
I
that
told
too.
you.
I'm
We've talked
afraid.
about
I'm
this.
afraid that the Eternal Flame's going to walk downstairs and tell me that George Bush Sr.
We've talked
is gonna
about this
die.
on multiple episodes, and I truly believe it. I know you believe it. I don't know what your stance is on it. I can't remember, but broken heart and dying of
It's
it.
a real affliction when you're at that age.
You're and he, if you remember what he said, "My Barbara." I can't believe that my Barbara is gone.
He said it
he
in
is-
his inauguration speech back in '88. Was, he's thanking people and this and that, and I'm glad to be here. And he looks over and says, "My heart and soul, my rock." He goes through all the adjectives that you could use and says, "That's the woman that makes me whole. That's the one that makes
Read
me
her a
who I am."
letter and he cried on camera.
Yeah.
The former leader of the free world.
Yeah, and
exactly.
I believe in love like that. I think that kind of love somewhere, as we'll talk about that in just a second, because I wanted to bring up what you said earlier in the day on your Facebook, still exists. Real love still exists
Oh, I agree.
somewhere.
I agree. It's out there.
Just-
It's a dead foregone conclusion, unfortunately, at this point.
It really is. But to lose the former First Lady, tragic. Wrestling fans, we lost the living legend Bruno Sammartino
Yes.
this past Thursday or Friday. Can't
Yes.
remember which one. Day or two later. Vern Troyer, Mini-Me.
AKA Mini Me. Just that sucks, man. And I just want, we joke about them all the time. The midgets, the dwarfs, whatever they may be. But you guys got to understand the pain that they go through every single day. Their bodies literally.
They have a short life expectancy.
Right, exactly. They literally, their bodies fight themselves. Like, they are literally going through this shit every single day. So, he brought us laughs, but it's just like, it's going right back to the whole Robin Williams thing.
Yeah.
It's the laughter comes with the pain, and he's going to be missed, man.
It's unfortunate.
What a great character Mini-Me was. I don't
Oh.
care. Humping the fucking laser.
He was
Going after Scotty.
I have two visions of him, and one is obviously Mini-Me. The other is that reality show, the Surreal.
Oh, yes.
Surreal Life.
Yeah.
Where he's sleepwalking and pissing in corners and getting blind drunk. And I'm like, those shows, people laugh at those shows, but it kind of shows you that these are real people.
These are real people with real afflictions and real problems. Yeah.
You couldn't have put it better, my friend. And speaking of real people with real afflictions, I was just listening to earlier today our sequels that should be made episode. And I know that you, my friend, are going to Fenway Park on May 1st, which is a Tuesday night, which is a night that you're usually sitting in this cushy chair.
Yes.
Well, I know you took offense to me sitting naked in your chair. Not too. Yeah, I think
You weren't naked.
I wasn't naked.
You were fine.
I was wearing drawers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're
All right.
okay. You got
But-
tidy whities. It's only half-ass. Unless you're wearing a G-string. I mean, then it's full fucking
No,
ass.
I'm not about having
And if you
anything-
actually wear a G-string in this chair, you have to wear it on Tuesday then.
Yeah, that's not happening. But I got a ringer.
Oh, fuck. We can't do it next Tuesday.
Not that
Next Tuesday
I could
is
do it
fucking-
next Tuesday.
No, next Tuesday is Star Wars.
No, are you shitting me?
No, it is. May 1st is Star Wars. It is.
That's next. That's next
So
Tuesday.
It's going to be the Tuesday after.
It's going to be
My
the
bad.
Tuesday after.
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
Christy, you heard it here first.
Sorry. Yep. I'm sorry.
May 8th, we're going to be with you.
May 8th,
However,
I'm
May
sorry.
1st,
We are going to the Star Wars night. So.
May 1st, while this gentleman is in Boston, and he will call in, and he will have his say about what's going on at Fenway Park as the Boston Red Sox take on the Kansas City Royals on Star Wars night.
I'm hoping we can go. We have a Google, right? Can't we do a Google Hangout video type deal?
Would
What's
that
that
would
on,
that take away from the Facebook crowd?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, we'll figure it out.
we'll do something.
Live is not a place to figure out logistic stuff.
No, it's not. But I got a ringer to sit in this chair. We talked about afflictions. On the episode, he called himself Tumor McFuckstick, but we all know him as Chris Lynch. And Chris Lynch is going to fill in for Loki next week. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to get either a video or a call-in from this gentleman from Fenway Park Star Wars night. Maybe he'll send some pictures. Maybe he'll send... I don't know.
Maybe I'll be drunk in a corner.
That's not surprising. Depending on how well the Red Sox are or are not doing.
I believe we're playing the Royals. So.
Yes, I just kind of put that out there.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
See, I remember shit like that.
That's some.
You got to go back to drinking beer.
I know. The whiskey ain't working. That's a country song, by the way.
Oh, that's a sad
it's
thing.
working.
It's working well.
It's
All right.
working.
So 2 weeks we'll be at In the Mood.
Yes, we will.
Buddington
Yes, we
Road,
will.
Groton, Connecticut.
My bad.
Next
It's a
week.
good thing you mentioned that because you guys would have been there and I wouldn't have.
I would
right.
have been like that fox in the old cartoons. He would have been like,
I'd have been all by myself, just like fly ball.
I would have been like, hey, Chris, look, KY. And he'd be like batting it away.
You know, Lynch just comes in on the feed. He says, Tumor McFuckstick, I love it. Go back and listen to that episode, kid. You called yourself Tumor McFuckstick.
And I got to cut
Episode 50.
And I got to cut
ish.
it. All right.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything on your mind? I know you talked about Kanye. Fuck him. You talked about it. I talked about it.
I do
All
have,
right.
I have something on my mind.
Okay.
I do want to talk about it a little bit. I just saw that Andre the Giant documentary.
Fantastic
And
documentary.
it's funny talking about people with growth disorders that don't have
Mhm.
long
He's
lifespan.
the opposite,
It's so sad. I don't know if you saw it. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta see
watch
it.
it.
And I'm going to bring up one after his that you should see too.
It's really sad. Like, especially when after watching it, and I don't know if you got the same impression. It's like you didn't have to go out like that. You didn't have to die, really.
No, he could have sought the
refused
treatment. He did.
He refused treatment by the time he was having all the surgeries and stuff. It was like it was really too late.
Dude,
he
well,
probably could have extended his career another 10
I was
years.
going to say, it's that whole man thing, man.
That's the old school mentality, and I
Yeah.
get it. And the most heartbreaking story on that documentary for me was Robin Wright Penn when she's talking about the scene where she falls.
Yeah,
And Andre just
he couldn't do it.
He wanted
couldn't do any
to.
of the physical
where
stuff.
back in the day, if you'd have thrown Robin Wright Penn off the thing, he would have caught her. No problems, no questions asked. They rigged her up with cables. They rigged him up with a back brace so they could make that scene believable. And she said, when it was over, you know, he's smiling. You've seen the scene. You've seen the scene. The big smile on his face. When it was over, he cried.
Mm-hmm.
And I can
Because
never pronounce his last name. It's either Yules or Elwes or whoever.
Carrie Elwes.
It just put out a book, and I read some of it on.
I thought it was cool that he did that documentary.
Yes.
I like Carrie Elwes.
Yeah.
I really
so
do.
many people were in that documentary that I was slackjawed. I'm like, wow.
Rob Reiner, Billy
Rob
Crystal.
Reiner, Billy Crystal, Robin Wright Penn, Carrie Elwes. Who's the other one? Another big name, Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Wow. And these people were just
telling
like,
a story about how he jacked him up so that because they went out to dinner and Andre was like, "I pay,"
I pay.
and and Arnold insisted on paying, so he just picked up Arnold, put him up on a shelf, and then paid the bill.
Yep.
And
You do the second best Andre the Giant impression behind Bruce Pritchard, by the way.
yeah, well, and then obviously the WrestleMania 3 stuff, like when you actually by the time you do this documentary and you know so much. Watching Andre in that match is painful to watch.
Yeah.
You can see, like, you can tell when a wrestler's faking pain. But
you
can tell when they're really in pain.
The funny thing you mentioned that is because our former guest, Bruce Pritchard and Conrad Thompson, now have a podcast they do on the WWE Network, which is called Something Else to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. They're talking about WrestleMania 14. Shawn Michaels had a very bad back injury. And I cannot recall, in all the years I've watched Shawn Michaels, his face turned green from pain. You remember that match?
Oh, yeah.
Every move he made seemed like it was more painful than the last. And then he spent 4 years on the shelf.
When I watch Andre in that match,
Hello, Melissa. Hello, Will. Hello, Ange.
I watch Andre in that match, and I noticed, like, when he would get back on his feet, he would do something that I used to do when I used to come home back from the warehouse. My back and feet are killing me. And it's like you struggle to keep your balance when you walk, and he's doing that the whole time he's moving through the ring. And it's
absolutely.
like, and in the back of my head, it's
And
just like
the exaggerated arms when you walk,
right?
And I've had back injuries, so it's you can see it.
Looking at Hogan's face, and he's just like, he doesn't want to be doing this right now.
No, and
he's like, we shouldn't be in this ring, buddy. You know, and it's like.
Well, he was loved by a lot of people. He was loved by a lot of people. There was not a single person that hated that man.
The funny thing about that, though, they talk about a couple of wrestlers that Andre absolutely hated. It was fucking awesome.
Warrior.
Like, he hated Ultimate Warrior, hated Randy Savage,
hated
the Iron Sheik. Actually, I saw a video recently on YouTube where Iron Sheik is literally saying these exact words. Fuck Andre the Giant. He was a motherfucker. Fuck Andre.
You ever hear the story? There's two stories about the Warrior. Is one that he would step on his hair. And Andre would step on his hair and try to lift the Warrior up by his arms, but he's still standing on his hair and just make him scream in agony.
Yeah, yep.
There was a story that Bobby Heenan told years ago about the Warrior. Andre liked to do the spot where he gets clotheslined and tied in the ropes. Well, he needed to be in a certain spot. Anybody who's watched wrestling knows that spot, and you need to be in a certain spot. Warrior didn't care. He just bounced off the ropes. Bam! And he says, Heenan says, one night I just heard Andre go, and Heenan says, okay, something's coming. The second night, they're in whatever city. He does it again. Boom. He knows shit's about to go down. Third night, Warrior bounces off the ropes 225 miles an hour. Andre just throws that ham hock of a fist up. Right dead between the eyes. Cracks the paint. Busted his nose, etc. Fourth night. Tweet, I'm gonna wait for you to get in your spot. Dink, boom, tied in the ropes. Andre leans over as he's tied the ropes, looks over at him and goes, he's learning. And that was, seriously, there were certain guys he just did not want to work with.
Right.
But if you got on Andre's good side, every book I've ever read by a wrestler says you get on his good side, you are a made man. You're like the mafia.
Big John Studd actually left a match because he's like, Andre's fucking crazy, he's going to kill me. And he actually left a match.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he really didn't like Big
Hello,
John
Robert
Studd.
Hayden. Thanks for joining us.
Will, you just joining us too. Thank y'all. If you guys missed it, 2 weeks from now, May 8th, we will be at In the Mood in Groton, 1085 Bunnington Road.
Fantastic.
We're gonna be. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
They're gonna have fun watching me.
I gotta tell you, it's gonna be fun.
Next week, Christmas.
I can't wait to see what colors you turn. What color you think he's gonna turn first?
Ohio State red.
You think it's bright red? You think it's bright red?
I think it's gonna. Have
you ever been into a sex shop ever?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's you're not gonna
sober.
Be like.
Yes. No. Wait.
Good question.
No.
Good question.
Because you're going in sober, you know that, right?
Yes. 1992, I was in New York City for a comic convention, and we got tickets to the Iran Barkley fight, world title fight at Madison Square Garden. After the match lets out, it's Times Square, man. It's the heart of fucking New York City. And the guy I went with, his name is Andy, he was like, hey, let's go walk the strip. And we come up to one of these spank bank booth type gimmicks, and he went in the spank bank, and I kind of stood there like, I'm about to get mugged and killed. No, I'm like guarding the door so no one breaks his concentration. I'm gonna.
That's a trooper right there.
I'm gonna die.
The fact that somebody's
right
outside of my door might have broke my concentration.
Andy needed me. Andy was, if you can believe it, back then more of a prude than I am.
What's up, Andrew?
Nice. What up, Drew Maga? All right, let's just dive right in.
All right, real quick. I do got something on my mind. Hip hop's dead, people. It's dead. I'm convinced of this. Thank you. I'm convinced. No, I'm convinced of this. It's dead.
The sooner the better.
And we need superheroes in hip hop. We do. G-Eazy is considered.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Is considered
like an Italian white dude with like greasy hair.
Is that the dude that just died?
No,
that was the DJ guy. Sorry, I wasn't.
Some other guy.
Avicii.
Last but not least,
Avicii, that's different. He's house DJ.
Okay.
Cardi B. A stripper
Cardi B
becomes one of exactly. You're rolling your eyes, and you know hip hop. So coming from you, I saw a meme the other day, and I thought it was fucking hysterical.
What, you ain't down with Bad Barbie either, or Bad Bobby?
No, not down. Sorry,
I got nothing.
So, anyways, it says Cardi B was made for women who eat hot dogs like this, and it was a hot dog with the middle bitten out.
It's not far from the truth.
Dude, I lost it. I fucking lost it, all right? Because it's the fucking truth. It's the fucking truth. We are hiring these fucking hookers, wannabes. We're just trying to fill in the blank at this point. I knew it was done when we had Lil Wayne. You see this motherfucker? Look at Lil Wayne. Come on, look. People.
Well, I think Lil Wayne had his moment. Now he's kind of.
I don't think his moment was ever here. I think he was like that plastic pair of Nikes. He looks really good from afar. And when you realize what the fuck they're made of and you realize how cheap they are, you let it go, dude.
After all of that, it's hard to talk about April is our fundraiser month, and we're raising money for Team World Vision and Chad Hatfield. Go to the top of our Facebook page, donate some money. It's not just our April fundraiser.
No, it's
this
perfect.
is our all fundraiser. Why?
Don't give money to these hip hop hacks.
Oh, fantastic.
Give money to
albums.
A great cause. Right, exactly.
Much like Team World
If you're going to drop 15 fucking bucks, do yourself a favor, go to the website and drop your $15 into something that's going to fucking mean something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give Cardi B this fucking Now she's
and then
pregnant.
go home and listen to Wu-Tang.
Yes,
exactly.
thank you. 36 Chambers. We talked about that fucking 2 episodes
I think
ago.
You listed off all the decent rappers.
I really did. I told you,
the
the 90s was, that, in my opinion, that look,
the
we had
it was
right,
really
exactly.
the apex.
Like it was building up. But when the 90s hit and we had all this sound, it was fresh and it was raw and it was in your face and it was like, bam.
ones that are worth a lick are still here.
Right.
Yes.
So
Speaking of worth a lick,
producing.
we're worth a lick.
Producing.
Or some of them are performing.
Well, that's the sad part is some of these kids are getting produced by these fucking guys.
That's a good point.
And it's like, it's like I'm led back to that whole thing about how you raise your kids. Well, producers, you're bringing this fucking shit to us. Like, it's produced by Dre or produced by this or produced by that, and it's like, whoa.
Well, Dre isn't producing any of this.
No, I know he's
No.
not. I'm just saying, but there's some fucking names out there.
So that's one way you can spend your money is go to the Loki and Jabroni Show Facebook page, donate to Chad Hatfield and Team World Vision. Not only is he raising money to bring clean water to countries that don't have clean water, but he's also, as part of this, going to run the New York City Marathon in November. He needs our help, and we're glad to give it to him. You want a fantastic Loki and Jabroni Show t-shirt, coffee mug, baby onesie, or bumper sticker? cafepress.com/Loki and Jabroni.
He's actually running the New York Marathon?
He is running the New York Marathon in November. He just put up a post earlier today. He did 6.02 miles today.
What day? Does he have to know what day?
No, but I'll find out why. You want to go live?
I was thinking about that. Why don't we go live on a street?
Ooh.
No, come on. Think about this.
Y'all got phones.
You
Have fun.
have my attention.
No, if we have time, we could probably find a nice deli in that fucking area that would be more than willing to fucking hook us up.
Why not?
And we could be right on the edge of a... Come on, man.
I think you guys should just dress up as the aging sports commentators from Better Off Dead, and you should
have
do it that
no
way.
idea.
Lane, it's funny.
You have no idea how well that is.
Lane Maya is trying. That was part of that episode I listened to with Lynch, by the way. You want to do some great shopping, whether it's Amazon, WWE, iHome, etc.
Check out Bruce Pritchard new podcast on the WWE Network.
Yes.
Sign up for free.
WWE Network, and you can watch something else to wrestle, and you actually get to see them. It's much like we do here, but once a week on WWE Network.
We had you first.
We did.
We had you first. We were whoring you first.
I think honestly that Bruce Pritchard and Conrad Thompson stole our gimmick, and now they're running with it, and they can have it. As far as I'm concerned,
they're going to have Eric Bischoff now.
Oh no, just the two of them. Still, it's the same gimmick. LokiandJabroni.com. Check out the affiliate links. It's a fantastic time. You want to donate to the show? It's Patreon.com/Loki and Jabroni.
And we are redoing the Patreon thing.
Yes,
it is.
It's redone.
It is redone.
Everything over 15 gets a gift card, just so we can give you folks something.
Nice.
So,
and just in this past Sunday, Constitution State
Amazon?
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Amazon gift cards?
Amazon gift
nice.
cards. Constitution State Wrestling returns to Groton, Connecticut on June 30th, 2018. Groton. 7 p.m. bell time. You guys got to get out. We've been to the first two. We want to do them all. The main event is Trigger, the OG, versus the Vampire Warrior returning to Groton. It's Gangrel.
What's up, baby?
JT Dunn is going to fight Matt Cross, and just added this week is the man with no chin, and he's got 2 fists and a chance. James Ellsworth is going to be there. You can get your tickets at csw3.brownpapertickets.com. $17 buys you a ringside seat, $12 general admission. There's going to be raffles. We've got some stuff upstairs that we were going to give away at WrestleMania, but we lost our venue, that we're going to be having them raffle off at the show. It's going to be a great time. Come out, family friendly, and I'm hoping
always a good time.
I'm hoping to get Elvis Royale in the ring. They can't afford a cage, but I'll get some garden netting, and I'm gonna pile drive that kid into tomorrow.
I was hanging out with Adam Rose at the end of the show.
You were.
Let me say, dude, good times. Some of these guys were just, they weren't treated right in the WWE.
So they do the independent run.
Yeah, Rose spilled his guts, man.
Did he really?
I really wish he would have called us. Because
did you pass our information?
I did, man, and you know what I did with him.
I know.
All right, and when people get
that day just passed recently, man. He went on Friday. That's all I'm saying, man. He went Friday, straight up. He called me later. You know what I did with Adam Rose? No, I showed up. We went to the bar together. You know what I did with Adam Rose? Let me guess. Like, I don't have to be the head cashier at Walmart to figure that shit out.
Jay with that motherfucker, and he broke that shit down. I'm calling you out, Adam. I am. Because you smoked down with me, and I said you should be on the show. Oh, man, I would love to be on the show. I'd love to speak my mind. You could speak your mind on my show. I would love it. Oh, man, give me that card. Gave him the card, everything. Where you at, Adam?
Where are you at? Now, No Way Jose took your gimmick on Monday night. First of all, fuck No Way Jose. As much as I liked Adam Rose,
I can't believe you just went there.
And he's a nice guy. Fuck Adam Rose.
Speak your
too.
mind.
Yeah, right. Speak my mind. I told you guys 14 years ago I covered Ring of Honor on their second anniversary as part of WrestlingOnline.com, and there was a group called Special K that did it the first and the best. I watched last night Monday Night Raw, and here comes No Way Jose. He's got some moves. Let's be honest, the man can dance.
Oh yeah,
but he's got all the idiots behind him, the retard parade as I call them, and I'm like, Adam Rose did this better than you, but Special K did this better than Adam Rose, which means they were twice as good as you. I dig the song, though. I might download that onto my phone and just walk into work like that. No way, Jose, and just do the moves. As soon as I get on the DDP Yoga program and lose this gimmick.
He reminds me of, I'm not going the Fandango route. He reminds me of the Godfather.
If Fandango, Godfather, and Carlito had a baby, it's No Way Jose.
There you go. I can work with that.
Go get the WWE Network and find out exactly what we're talking about.
No, he just lost him.
You know what's fucked up? No Way Jose. That's it.
He is. Oh, speaking of wrestling and you know what's fucked up,
sure.
Did you recently hear about Elias?
What happened?
So you do know that Elias is having issues with the WWE.
I did not
follow him on Twitter?
I don't.
There's some issues going on, and if you haven't heard this, you've heard this first. I heard people kind of bring this up to me. Elias was asked by the WWE to go after the women to make an undisputed intergender
for the love of Pete.
title. No, I'm not joking. He turned it down.
Good.
He did not want anything to do with this. Now he's having contract issues with the WWE.
Oh, for the love of Pete. It's one of the most over.
It's like what I was saying about the Ronda Rousey thing. They're pushing that territory. You know,
right.
Okay, we got rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Right.
Let's have her beat the
Who's
dudes
a legit badass to start with.
Thank you.
Again.
But when you push, just like he's saying, when you push that boundaries of women, being abusive towards men, and it's just like Ed said. All right, so you're in WrestleMania. Say Triple H just totally does plant Ronda Rousey's face with a pedigree.
Yeah, sure.
Busts her face wide open.
That company's going to lose. It's a publicly traded company. They lose shares. They lose revenue. They lose sponsors. They lose venues. This isn't like when Bubba Ray took Mae Young.
Rousey gets Triple H in an armbar,
and 87,000 people go nuts. And people lost their minds.
Is there a difference?
Like I said, I'll bring this up again. Ronda Rousey said, in regards to Mayweather, no, I would not want to get in a fight with him. I don't want people to think men and women to think it's acceptable to start beating on each other.
Exactly. Amen.
You know,
it shouldn't happen.
You guys, look, first of all, don't go to Joey Salads. People will tell you all the time, he's a fraud. He sets up his videos. His videos are fucking full of shit.
Joey who?
Joey Salads.
Exactly.
This dude that fucking...
does those social experiments.
Exactly. And it's
kind of like Nathan Thompson from the Flat Earth.
There are real social experiments.
Some of the things he does is harmless, but sometimes he pushes it.
He really does, and people, not only that, people believe it, and they get offended and they get upset.
Kind of like Nathan Thompson, the Flat Earth jackass that I keep reading about.
Yep,
I think he almost someone almost shot at him. I think once, and
I wish someone would shoot at Nathan Thompson, the Flat Earth jackass I've been reading all about. It's funny you bring that. You brought it up.
Loki and Jabroni Show does not condone violence against anyone,
unless it's against Nathan Thompson, the Flat Earth jackass I've been reading so much about.
Jabroni drinks a lot.
We do not. Anyways,
well, kind of, yeah.
You go on to these things and you see these social experiments that's going on. And one of the biggest ones that's out there is a woman getting abused by a man.
Seen it.
And every single guy...
in the UK.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. And every single guy intervenes. Every fucking guy. When the woman does the opposite to the man...
Everyone laughs.
Everybody laughs. Oh, this guy deserves it. Oh, look at that dumb motherfucker. He must have cheated on her. Is usually the... 5 times out of 10
pretty
what's
much
going on. You have no idea the stories about this, but you're more than happy to jump in and explain. And this just goes back to everything that we said before. Women, you think you're on the same page with us. This video proves that you're not.
We
still think you're weaker. If you really look at this, no, and I'm not saying we. Like
I know where you're going.
I'm saying we as a sex still believe that you're weaker.
As a society.
Still feel you have to be rescued.
No, it's not even.
We don't feel men have to be rescued.
It's not even really a gender bias because
in
that particular video, the women are laughing at that guy too.
Yes,
right.
So it's just a stigma.
I'm not picking.
Men are meant to be alphas. Men are meant to be this rough and tumble, just like
protectors.
And not only that. Fuck the doctors, just like we said with Andre the Giant. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm not in that much pain. I'll suffer through this.
Guilty.
And then when you're, exactly. And then when you're 60 fucking years old, 70 fucking years old, and you have to be held up by a brace, we're leading into this, and this is exactly where we're at. We think we've made so many strides forward. We really haven't. It's an illusion.
It was on the sex episode that Angela said it best. She goes, women will say, I don't need no man. Yeah, women need men and men need women. We're the pieces of the puzzle that fit together.
There's a yin and a yang. There really is.
But then there's these strong, bullheaded women that say, I don't need no man. I don't need no man. You don't need a man until you need the jar of pickles opened or you need something heavy lifted. Well, then you call on the man.
I agree to an extent. I think if...
Or you call Beth Phoenix.
I think...
She's a man.
I think if a woman says, I don't need any man, okay, that's fine. Just don't have children, please.
Bingo.
Just be by yourself. That's
right.
Fine.
I don't need no man. Nothing man can do that I can't do for myself. How'd that get here? Because you couldn't do that by yourself, could you?
You couldn't build that whole high-tech hamster shit you got wrong.
Oh, hot shit.
I'm sorry.
There's a reason I love you.
They're going to do it. No.
All right. Who wants to start on the fucked up train?
Me.
Well, go right ahead.
Ed. Hello. Is this about David Hogg?
No, I got nothing on David Hogg.
No, I was just running the scroll. You go ahead.
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
I was like, okay.
Usually we get the word from the producer.
So here we go. I got one for you. You guys know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
So recently, our man, and he might not be your man or your man, but I respect the shit out of Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning turned down a $5 million a year contract for, I believe it was NBC Sports. For NBC Sports. I believe it was NBC.
Just a little clarity. Is he like retiring and taking another job?
He's already retired.
He's done. He's been done. He's been retired for almost 2 years now,
so he's taking like a position with their sports division.
They wanted him to.
Like commentary.
They wanted him to.
Yeah, okay, offer.
The same company also went to Brett Favre about a month ago, and Brett Favre turned them down. Are we... Now, I'm getting to the point. Are we becoming... As say Sports Network, too, I don't want to say looking glass, but too predictable. And I think these older sportscasters are realizing it. Now, this is where I'm coming from with this, and then you can go with this. Mm-hmm. Chris Carter has been bashed numerous times for speaking his mind. He has said, and I quote, some of these rookies need to get the spit slapped out of their mouths. And learn some appreciation, because you do not just come into the NFL and think that you own this network. You don't run into the NFL and think that you own everything. You might have the talent, but you don't have the knowledge. They fined him for that. He ended up fucking losing like a primetime.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Look it up, dude. Because he said to slap the spit.
You see,
out
there
of their
it
mouths.
is.
But
what are their guidelines?
Whatever it may be,
I'm buying that to an
Chris
extent.
Carter. He invented, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
You hired him. You know what kind of hothead he is. You know what he does. Do you feel, and here goes into my question, do you think we're going to lose these main names, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, because these guys know they won't be able to speak their real minds?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's the market, though.
It's unfortunate because as a broadcaster, and even going back to my days in terrestrial radio, there are things you can say and things you can't say. And I'm going back now 23 years. So you knew ahead of time when you got the job, there are things you can say and there are things you can't say. If Chris Carter had said that on Pardon the Interruption or NFL Today or whatever, that's fine. If he does it on the broadcast where he's paid to be an analyst of what's going on the field, that's a problem. But the other side of me, the one that I like, says this is just more of the same coddle, bullshit, hug, everybody wins, gimmickry, wussification bullshit, where you can't say what's really on your mind. If someone takes a nasty hit, you'll be like, oh, we're really concerned about number 92. He's like, wow, he really got the tar knocked out of him. You can't say that anymore. And that's just, it goes further into the notion that we as a society are becoming marshmallows. And no matter how many of you guys come at me, as you do quite often, with, oh, we're just learning to be empathetic and all, lube it up, jerk me off some more because you're wrong. We are not creating the adults of tomorrow. We are not creating the athletes of tomorrow. We're not creating the society of tomorrow. What we are doing is regressing into this childlike bullshit where everybody's 5 years old all of their life. And at 5 years old, 5-year-olds don't know disappointment.
We're not even that, dude. We're worse than that.
A 22-year-old man should know disappointment. And if you're a rookie in the NFL, you're about 22, 23 years old. You should know disappointment. You should know what it's like to go out there and not be the star of your high school team, not be the star of your college team, play for a team like, I don't know, fucking Cleveland, and lose often, and build your character. But we can't have that anymore. So the problem is we're not catering to the toughness of the game like Chris Carter wants to do because he came up in that era.
Right.
We're catering to the lowest common denominator bullshit of, well, you can't say this rookie needs the spit slapped out of him. No, he really does.
He really does.
It really should be said.
And if half these rookies actually did get the spit slapped out of them, they actually would have had very promising careers. And might actually be still here.
Got a great comment from Jason Varys. He says, it's a PC world. Got to keep everything politically correct, and condoning hazing is frowned upon more than it happening itself. I don't agree with the hazing. Jason, thank you for the comment. I don't necessarily agree with rookie hazing. I like what the Red Sox did for years and years, making the rookies carry the pink Hello Kitty bag.
You gotta do it, man. You gotta do it. It's like anything else in this world.
You're the new guy.
Right.
And, when you join a club or whatever and you're the lowest guy on the totem pole, you do the heavy lifting.
It's funny.
Now we can't do that.
I do that shit at work.
Well you should.
I haze the new guy, and we actually had two new guys get hired at the same time. One of them's still here. The other one had his last day on Sunday.
I wonder why that happened.
And it's funny. Oh, probably because of me. It's funny because as I'm getting ready to punch out, I walk up to him. I was like, hey, and I'm not going to say his name because I don't do that shit. Have a good life, bro. And he was like, oh, you'll see me again.
No, I won't.
And I stopped for 2 seconds, and I looked back at him, and I said, not unless you're the fucking Walmart greeter, dude. You will never see me again.
Another...
And I'm not trying to be a fucking dick or nasty, but I'm going to tell you what, like... leading back to your comment before, we live in a society now where people just expect shit. And this is a guy when all he did was like, all right, I'm going to call out today, and my excuse today is going to be because my daughter's face is swollen. Or my mom fell down the stairs. All right, look.
I can't take family out of that.
Look, I buy it, but when it's every single time.
My anxiety is through the roof.
And you're like...
Take your anxiety to a new job.
16 times called out in 2 years, and it's the same excuses over and over again. Mm-hmm. Look, dude, we're seeing it past it now. Mm-hmm. And this is the problem with today, is too many people are afraid to go up to people. And I call it the alpha male syndrome.
Yeah.
I do. Because the first thing you do is you go after somebody. And you say to yourself,
more often than not, the new guy,
right, or even anything, mm-hmm. And you just put a little bit of force, a little bit of
you can't do that now
into that. Oh no,
because somebody will cry.
All of a sudden, now you've pushed somebody too far. Now their confidence level is lowered, and now they are there. Look, I put people in a position because I don't want to work my ass off when you're not doing your job.
And especially in a job that you work at where machinery is involved and the proper care of that machinery is vital to what you do. I don't want some guy half-assing it and having pieces fly off, hit you in the eye, and cost you not only money, health, but possibly your life.
One of their best mechanics. If I lose a fucking eye, all of a sudden now I can't see half the fucking product.
So yes, be tough on that guy.
Oh, you're damn right I am.
Real quick, I want to bring up a comment. Jonathan Beck, great guy. I talked about him last week. Says hazing is stupid. That college hazing, yes, that's stupid.
Yeah, it depends on what it is.
Yeah, what the Red Sox do to their rookies.
Like, if I walk through the door and you guys shoot me with silly string, I'm going to laugh.
Yeah, well, that's...
If I walk through the door and you strip my clothes and whatever, I'm charging you with rape.
Well, I was going to say, humiliate you, put you on camera.
We humiliate you every single week and you're still
I'm
here.
so humiliated.
But you're still the new guy.
There's difference. No,
But at the same time, what they do in the college is different. And in the NFL, think about this when I say this, that is a tough man sport.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not to say that basketball players, baseball players, or whatever aren't tough, but NFL is a tough man sport.
Any team environment is tough because you got to learn to work.
But there's a difference between what the Red Sox do, and I keep pointing at them, but I always laughed at it over the last 20 years. All the rookies have to carry their gear in Hello Kitty luggage and merchandise and stuff. Good. That's awesome. You know why? Because you have to earn your spot to call yourself a Boston Red Sox player. Or
I'd be taping a joint and a Budweiser can to my Hello Kitty.
If the Patriots did something like that, it's like you have to earn your right. You don't, just because you got a contract, you're not one of us.
They do. You have to go see the president.
You're not one of us. And this is how you earn our respect. That's a good call. Follow Tom. He's the guy. But at the end of the day, you know, the mini hazing, I get it, but the college hazing bullshit, I don't.
You know what?
Well, Jonathan Beck just followed through that. He says, "I'm talking about college hazing. You can initiate the rookie in a more respectful fashion and still get the same effect."
But isn't that what we were just talking about?
Yeah, right. Everybody knows that frat shit is bad news.
No, that's garbage.
Look, I think generally we're all on the same page
That's
here.
like rapey shit.
I want to go on a limb here and say most of our listeners are on the same page here. If it causes
Will, I don't know.
We'll have to go back to work.
That's what I said, like 80% of our listeners. But
although John says we should have hazed Donald Trump.
But then we're bullying everybody. Bullying everybody.
I'm going to leave you guys on that one.
Look, leading to the hazing thing, I'm going to leave it at just one simple fact. If you do physical damage, if you do physical harm, if you do emotional harm to somebody, that's not funny. That's not a joke. That is not humor anymore. That's called torture. I'm sorry, folks. It's torture. It's torture.
I think here, Chris Carter, you said his name is?
Yeah.
I think the thing with Chris Carter is, you know what he meant. Chris knows what he meant. I know what he meant. I think the networks are more worried like that he literally means slap the players.
Right. They don't
want the
He's
trying to encourage the coach to be a little harder, you know, the senior players to be a little, you know, expect more.
Well, you know how Chris Carter, you didn't know his name, so you don't know how he came up. He was on the Philadelphia Eagles before he came to Minnesota, and this is the reason why.
Oh, well, fuck Chris Carter then.
He had a huge cocaine problem. Huge.
So he's got temper.
To the point where he was going to fucking ruin his career. Eagles let go of him. He was a laughing stock across the NFL. Minnesota Vikings took a chance on him, and the coach said, look, either kick the coke or you're fucking out this fucking league. And
these guys got to pass drug tests, don't they? Like
back in the 80s, dude, and shit? Nah, not really. LT was one of the biggest.
New England had a big steroid
Lawrence
problem.
Taylor was one of the biggest. And it's funny because somebody brought that up to me when I brought up Chris Carter today. It's the reason why I brought him up on the show. And he goes, well, if he was on the Philadelphia Eagles, you know who was on the Giants at that time? And I was like, fucking Lawrence Taylor.
Do you happen to know how much this fine was?
I believe it was like a slap on the wrist. I think it was like 30 G's. So
there wasn't any suspension or anything?
No. It was just $30,000. Shut your mouth. You know.
I'm going to kind of call the network not guilty. I think a reprimand would be fine.
Look. I'm saying
it's over paranoia, but this SJW.
The network has every right to say what they want to say, and I'm on that page. And my point is this: Peyton Manning turned them down. Brett Favre turned them down. They realize they can't say what they really want to say. Is this the reason why?
Here's the thing: they probably couldn't as players. They're probably tired of the business.
That's what I'm saying.
And they could probably make more money or easier money elsewhere. Like Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning's
is
doing
already
fucking
rich.
commercials.
Peyton Manning's probably already rich anyway.
Oh yeah,
you know, and it's now a question of whether
you can tell he's got this fucking dome like this. He's like Brainiac.
Like look at Namath. Namath I think he was still attached to the NFL, but he did other things.
Strikers Mick Lynch. I can hear Jabroni pissing.
Dude, we can hear everybody piss or shit. in the studio.
Stacy, what's going on? How you doing?
It's almost, you know what? Getting better microphones is both a blessing and a curse.
It is. It really is, man. Sometimes you look at the whole thing, the thick and thin. Of
we gotta like foam the walls or something. But yeah, so I think a reprimand should have been.
So Jason agrees. They don't want to be censored. I'm on the same page. I think you turned down $5 million because you want to say what you want to say, dude.
Yeah,
you don't
you've
want
been to the business,
right? Exactly.
You're no longer at
you
the mercy of an owner.
You want to call that shit out. I think we all said it last year when we were sitting there listening to Troy Aikman. We're like, isn't he fucking good? Isn't he good? You ever notice though he doesn't push the network standards?
No,
he never says
he goes to the edge and stops.
Right, exactly. He knows his limits. He knows his limits. So I will say that
he's a smart man because of it.
I agree. I think a lot of these players are starting to realize.
Hey, why is everybody saying they can hear me piss? They are hearing the washers going and the line is right behind us.
Because you just disappeared.
Rat bastard.
You piss like a fire hose.
I kind of do.
It was funny.
I kind of do.
All right, so you got something, bro?
I do. You know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
Anybody watch Smallville?
You used to.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to too.
Oh, I know this one.
Yes.
Yeah. One of the key key actresses, Allison Mack, currently being rung up for sex slave charges out of New York for a group called Nexium.
Oh yeah, she became part of a cult or something.
Yeah.
It's like fucking insane.
Oh God, I don't even know what to say about this, but it
goes back to what I put on Facebook.
It goes back to the NFL gimmick. You get paid. You're held to a certain standard. That doesn't mean you can't believe what you believe and do what you do, but you don't join a fucking sex cult out of New York and use your fame to lure people in and then basically sell them into slavery or sex. It's human trafficking. That's very much illegal. It's very much immoral. And it's very much putrid.
You know the actor who played Clark in that show, Tom Welling?
Yeah.
I'd feel bad for him right now because I just looked up Allison Mack.
Mm-hmm.
It says Smallville's Allison Mack was allegedly top member of a cult. Allison Mack tried to lure me into a alleged sex cult. Next article is next to it. Smallville star Tom Welling gets engaged.
To who? Allison Mack?
No, it just says he gets engaged. But the fact that he's like your engagement is attached to that in a search string would depress me.
It's kind of weird.
Fucking depressed.
Well, dude, look, it goes back to the whole thing of Hollywood. Look, you're around these people all the fucking time, right? Charles in Charge. Michelle.
Scott Baio and Nicole Eggert. We talked about her.
Right.
And her bullshit. Where's that gone?
Dude, she
out of nowhere.
Went to him consensually because she wanted to lose her virginity to somebody that she trusted. Instead of and by the way, after she got done
share the video,
banging,
guys.
Right, after she got done banging Scott Baio, she went out and banged this other dude.
Mm-hmm.
So she lost her virginity to Scott Baio because she trusted Scott Baio, and then said, "Okay, this is great."
And then 28 years later, said, "Me too." Horseshit, 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 shit.
He broke the
fuck. I broke the button.
He broke
horse.
The button.
Shit. There we go. We got it back again.
Looking on the news, she's out on a $5 million bond under house arrest.
You guys know how bond works?
Yeah.
You got to pay 10% of that shit.
Right, exactly. So what was the number again?
$5 million.
$5 million.
So she had to pay half a mil.
Half a mil to get out.
Just to get out.
Trust me, she got it.
And she's probably told you can't leave the city, state, or municipality because you're a flight risk because of the nature of the crimes. The leader of the cult got busted in Mexico and brought back. I'm sure he sold her out. Look, I don't know on what planet people think this is acceptable. Human trafficking is just wrong. I have a daughter. I have a stepdaughter. I'm afraid that they grow up to be beautiful young ladies.
Dude, I got sons. You don't think men aren't involved in this?
I didn't say that. I was going to get to that in a minute.
Yeah, but that's funny. We're supposed to laugh at that.
Yeah.
No. We shouldn't laugh at that. I look at those two young ladies and I say, you always look at your kids or your stepkids and say, oh, these are the most beautiful creatures on earth and all that gimmick, schnibbits bullshit. But if they grow up to be truly, truly, in the eyes of society, beautiful young ladies, and then get snatched on a plane like off of Taken, that's scary shit.
No, it is.
And especially in this situation where they say in certain articles, depending on the news outlets you read, that some of these kids were as young as 13. That's fucked up. And that is just something that I don't want to imagine as a father and as a father of daughters.
some of
And
these-
with the young men, they see them getting off
Yeah, but
planes.
this whole 13-year-old girl's getting shipped over the thing. This isn't nothing new, man.
And according to me,
Doesn't make it right, though.
No, it doesn't. But
It doesn't
I mean,
look
it's
like,
still going to continue going on.
When
is
I
my
read
point.
this particular cult, which is called
Nexium.
they didn't like.
Isn't
it's
that
not
also a
sna-
pill?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not a snatch and
you're
grab
right, dude.
operation like they convinced.
No, they
these girls to
recruit.
do.
No, exactly.
Couple of people that they what's this Allison chick allegedly tried to recruit Emma Watson and Kelly Clarkson. Tried to
They can
recruit
have
them.
Kelly Clarkson at this
I
point.
love Kelly Clarkson.
She's a great singer.
Oh, she can eat some fucking tacos.
Yeah.
I
Well,
bet
she's
she
had
can.
like 3 kids now, hasn't she?
And about 12 tacos a day.
That's true.
A day?
Easy.
Try an hour.
I miss tacos. I miss tacos.
I love tacos.
I love Kelly Clarkson, but
The
I know.
body shaming.
you know,
is
it's like
horrible.
Eddie
Not
Murphy
me.
said, you don't even have to look good to sing. Mick Jagger, motherfuckers.
Yeah, this is crazy. Well, the federal government already seized
Thank
one
you.
website.
Yes.
They seized a website that was allegedly engaging in hookers were posting shit and people were meeting up with them. Craigslist got rid of their
Yes.
their seeking.
It's funny is I made a joke about that. I said, now that Craigslist has gotten rid of that, does that make Snapchat the new?
Yeah, Snapchat's the new Craigslist.
It is,
It
right?
could be.
I mean, you might as well fucking
Their
throw
stock did go up.
Single white female looking for
Single-
a
If
three.
If you've ever seen
ass in the air, hooker
Right.
looking. Do you
Yes.
want this?
if you've ever even been on that Craigslist thing, it was like not even the ones that weren't like casual hookup section were like seeking this, and it was always, oh, I'll be in Foxwoods, let's chat, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be in
Can
Fox.
you
looking
say
for the high dollar.
prostitute? No.
420 friendly,
Yeah.
Yeah, bring your weed and give me your money.
yeah,
It just sickens me to read that story.
Husband
and-
likes to watch, a.k.a.
my pimp,
Yeah, right.
my pimp's there to protect me.
But the Allison Mack story to me goes back to like the Cleveland abduction, where he kept the girls as sex slaves for however many years until they escaped. It's just brutal, and it has a ripple effect. We've always talked about the ripple effect. It doesn't just hurt the girls, hurts the families, hurts the neighborhoods. It just hurts the country.
It
does.
hurts those
It
decent
does.
pimps
It
out
does.
that have 18 plus hookers and are just trying to help them pay for college.
Real, honest to goodness pimps should
Ice-T.
not be hurt by this.
Snoop Dogg.
Right.
So,
Charles Wright, the Godfather, who runs a strip joint in Vegas,
that
by
on
the
me?
way. I think
It is on me?
you.
All right.
Wait, you went. Oh, he went. Yeah, it's back to you.
Go ahead, keep going.
Ed, you
So-
started, didn't you?
No, he's going on deck. Go
All
ahead.
right.
No, I was just, I don't know if you guys have recently been keeping up on the whole trades on WWE.
Oh, the back and forth
switch
shake
off.
up thing. Yeah.
So the shakeup causes not only, and this is my, do you know what's fucked up? And I might as well go in there. You know what's fucked up?
What's
Fucked up?
So we take Charlotte and we throw her to SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then we take Asuka, not even a second later, and we throw her
Yeah.
to SmackDown.
Mhm. I'm
Now-
with you so far.
Why?
Exciting matches going forward.
Right, but you already proved that you can do this. We already proved that we have 2 explosive women. Why not give Asuka a chance to just own Raw? Give
All right.
Charlotte a chance to own SmackDown.
All right, I'll buy it.
And rock that shit for 4 or 5 fucking months and let them explode.
When do you bring them back together?
Unforgiven.
Fair. All right. Fair enough.
That's what, 6 months down the road, right?
I don't have the schedule in front of me at all.
I think it's like Halloween, right?
Halloween-ish?
Unforgiven is Unforgiven. I believe.
Sure.
I believe.
Jonathan says Charlotte's been on SmackDown for a while. I don't know. I don't follow as closely as I should, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I know. She fought Charlotte to obviously take the title.
Yes, and she was the Raw gimmick, and then the shake up, and
Right.
Picture's becoming clear.
Right, exactly. Now, my point is this: you still keep both of them in the same league. Why?
The only thing I can think of is going back to our WrestleMania recap where you asked,
Are you afraid? Because that means that Nia Jax
Yep.
is Raw.
Yep.
Are you afraid to put Asuka up against Nia Jax?
They did that though. They did it already.
Exactly. So are are we afraid to do this again, or are we going to play? My fear is this. Let me just clarify where I'm going so you guys can see the clear picture. Are we this naive? Are we single-minded that we need to do a Charlotte Asuka every month?
No. But
why do we bring them both into the same division?
Are they trying to go old school? And maybe Jonathan can chime in again. Back in the day when you had like Hogan and Savage,
right?
It wasn't 3 weeks and done. It was like 6, 7, 8 months and done.
Right.
It was, if you had Hogan and Piper went on for 2 years, Snuka and Piper went on for a year, and I know Piper's going to come up a lot because he was always involved in these long, drawn-out feuds that people they salivated. You saw the match and it didn't finish your way. Well, guess what? We're coming back in 2 months, and guess what's on top?
Strikers,
Hogan,
we're
Piper.
going to get to the Fight Club. Don't worry.
Yeah, we touched on it last week, but
we're going to get to it again.
Full.
We will. We're coming out swinging.
Really? Rule number 1 about Jabroni Fight Club?
Jonathan, you're right. She wasn't moved. But what I'm saying is I didn't expect them to be both on SmackDown. I don't think this is a smart move. This is all I'm saying. I truly see where you're coming from. I like the fact that okay. I don't like this.
Okay.
I don't like.
I'll tell you why I like it after.
I don't like the fact that we feel like the only 2 good women are Asuka and fucking Charlotte.
Oh no!
Is that why we keep them together? Because who's going to face Nia Jax over in Raw now?
Right now, Ember Moon, but they're allies. So
she's not. So we're going to do the whole fucking Bliss.
Are we going to talk about black on black crime or
no? We're going to talk about the whole. Oh, we love you. I love you. I
no,
hate
absolutely
you.
not.
Let's do the Alexa Bliss bullshit again.
When you see the Ember Moon character, she just wants to fight. Nia Jax, same way. So you have these 2 on the same side, and eventually their paths have to collide because you talked about alpha earlier.
Right.
They're the 2 alpha females of that division.
Oh, I agree.
But that's not to say that Ruby Riott or Liv Morgan can't come up.
Nia Jax is the Calpha.
Oh, yeah, without question. You yelled at me last week for saying some shit like that.
I said it was hysterical. I wanted to keep running with it. I did. I so wanted to run with it, dude. I did.
When they couldn't go to
because
India,
her outfit
or wherever they're going, Saudi Arabia,
just adds to it. No, it really does, dude. You're right.
Speaking of outfits, I don't want to ruin your point, but why is Natalya wearing Damien Demento's old gimmick?
I saw that, and it's funny that you bring this up because I thought the same thing. Natalya at this point is so. I don't know. Do you follow Natalya or Tyson Kidd on Twitter?
I don't. I stay away from that WWE stuff.
I've been really following these guys on Twitter.
I don't want my shit ruined anymore.
They do. They let it creep out so bad, and this is the reason why I bring a lot of this shit up because they really. All right, so Natalya's been taking a lot of pictures with Tyson Kidd, and especially around WrestleMania. They did the whole.
Well, it's her husband.
Together.
I can get it.
No, absolutely. Well, she is known as the crazy cat woman.
Yes.
Across.
What, you got like 17 cats?
Dude. Natalya, stop.
Janelle,
stop.
I'm with you. I love Nia Jax too, man.
Stop,
wow.
man. Natalya, stop with the cat fucking gimmick.
I took a picture of my cats earlier.
She's even wearing the goddamn ear things now. Like seriously, stop. But no.
Natalya, stop chasing moose and squirrel.
No, not Natalya.
That's Natasha, but I get it.
Oh, sorry.
she's still looking for her image. She still comes out to a faster version of Bret Hart. You know what I'm saying? She's still considered.
How this just blows my mind. Like, how do these wrestlers actually come into WWE now without an image already set? Like, I thought you had to sell yourself to the company.
Oh, funny you should say that. Is
they have
because I noticed that a lot.
Watch a WWE Network.
Always reworking wrestlers.
No, they're constantly working.
Which, by the way, you can get if you go to www.lokiandjabroni.com. Click our WWE link. It's $9.99 a month. I'm a subscriber.
Go to /wrestling.
There's some great before I want to call it before they were stars, but whenever they're building someone like an AJ Styles, a Finn Balor, Bayley, Sasha, whatever, they'll do like these great compressed 45-minute documentary type things about their past and how they came up. and they see something in them and they say, the talent's there. Now we bring you in and we're going to mold you into the image that not only that you provide, but that we see for you. So they blend you and them, and they give you like this WWE stamp of approval. They don't touch guys like Finn Balor and AJ Styles because they've been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah.
But if you take someone like Sasha Banks, who I don't know how many years ago she started, had this other gimmick where she was happy, smiley, whatever. Alexa Bliss is a great example. She was the cheerleader chick, and she blew glitter, and everything was happy, and they saw her as, you know what, we can take you, turn you upside down, make you like this evil little woman. People will still love you. They'll still buy your shirts, but half the audience is going to hate you just because you are pretty, talented, etc. We're just going to turn you into something different. They're marketing geniuses.
He didn't do anything, and half the crowd screams, Cena sucks.
What did we do at WrestleMania upstairs?
Cena sucks.
That music hit like
Haters.
I'm a homo, and Mike and I are like, John Cena sucks.
John Cena sucks.
And then Eric B. Mitchell and Crystal joined in like, John Cena sucks, which we don't really think he sucks, but we hate the character.
Right.
We just don't like it.
Same thing with fucking Kurt Angle.
He's not doing all the stupid
Hell,
rap,
as a matter of
rap
fact,
things
I
anymore.
think Kurt Angle was offended.
I actually like that better than what he does now.
When Kurt Angle turned good, and even when he came out with Ronda Rousey, and his music kicks off, and they're like,
they tried to make fun of him last
you
night.
suck, and they're like,
He embraces
fuck,
it.
do we
He
say
loves-
you suck?
Of
Because
course you do. That's the
And
gimmick.
he says it. He's like, come on.
When
get
he
loud, get loud.
re-debuted at the Hall of fucking Fame, they're like, ladies and gentlemen, our 2000 whatever Hall of Fame inductee, Kurt Angle. That music hits, and 18,000 people in that arena are like, you suck, and he's smiling, and he still does it to this day every time he
fucking
walks
great.
out, because that's the gimmick, and that's what you do, and that's how you show him your love.
Stacy, Natty sucks because she's a crazy Catwoman.
Oh,
17 cats. 17 motherfucking cats. That's all I gotta say.
All
That's
right.
all I gotta say.
I like where they're going. I think
She
there's
comes out with cat ears.
I think there's more money going forward.
She embarrasses the Heart Foundation. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've
Lady
never
J
been
Until she grows a beard and does this, I'm not gonna buy it. Like, be like Daddy.
If she grows the goatee and does that, I'm a Natty fan.
Lady
for
J
life.
says white women are too hard on each other. No, all women are too hard on each other.
I didn't see white anywhere in the
I
comments.
do.
Oh,
Women.
that's her name.
Women.
Oh.
Women are too hard on each other. No, they hate each other.
Women, it's funny. Guys will sit together and piss on each other, and like
No.
if we're sitting here drinking beer and piss
I've
on each
said
other,
this.
and you walk away and I look at Ed and go, "Damn, that's a good dude."
Can I ask you
Fuck,
guys
I love hanging out with him.
Where's Spike TV?
What's that?
Exactly. Where's Spike TV?
It's on cable.
Channel 24.
And I don't have it.
Is it? Are they still actually making money out there? Because I don't think they are. I
With the
haven't-
exception of Bellator, no.
No, in fact, I hate Spike TV because they had this show called The Mist, and I binge watched it on Netflix. I'm like, this is fucking great. I can't wait for season 2. Canceled on Spike, so I can't see season 2. Fuck Spike. That's why I'd be like, fuck Hector.
Okay.
Do you know why? See, Spike originally when they came out was supposed to
TV for men.
Exactly. Men TV.
They're like a Fox affiliate,
made
aren't
by
they?
men for men.
Viacom. Is that Fox?
They essentially
That's CBS.
told us what to watch. And then we laughed at them when they were turned into what? They were like,
Didn't Spike
they
have Blue
turned-
Mountain State?
they turned into
Yeah.
the fucking Cops fucking 24/7 network. Remember that? You could put on Spike TV.
Oh,
hey, anybody
Stryker
want-
says it's a Paramount network now.
There you go.
All right.
It was Viacom for a long time.
Dude, all I got, it turned into the Cops 24/7
When it started,
network.
it was okay.
When it
They
comes-
had 1,000
No,
ways
absolutely.
to die.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
Absolutely. No, it was different. It was different. But when they actually started to turn around and they tried to make it a network just for men, that was the problem. See, a lot of people don't realize that the whole alpha male thing, it's always going to be here. It's always going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is people don't want it to be here, or they want to fucking throw it up on a pedestal and throw it up with big fucking signs. We don't need that shit no more, man. We don't need that shit. We all
Market
it's
your
an
shit.
understanding. It's an understanding.
I hate networks that try to figure out what I want to watch. Like, I can't stand that. Just put out good content and I'll watch it. Like,
That's it. That's
You know.
it.
You put on the bottom network by men for men. Okay,
And then you have a woman CEO. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
The only thing that they had actually going for them is the one thing they took away after 2 years was that fucking the Game Awards. Remember the Game Awards?
Oh, the Gamer Awards, yeah.
They actually had they had some big names show up to that.
Is it V4 or V something?
No. You're thinking of the network.
No. It started with those awards.
Yeah.
G4.
G4.
Yeah, and then they created their own network.
Yeah, the network was fucking horrible, though. The only thing that came out of that was Olivia Munn, who became obviously Psylocke and ate a whole lot of hot dogs.
Oh, there was this blonde I loved on G4. I can't remember what her name was.
Oh, you're talking about that fucking
Bitchy McWonder Tits.
Dips. Oh my god.
I can't remember.
I know.
Now,
look it up. You got the Google machine.
I can't even remember her name. I don't know.
Okay. Christy says you have to pay extra for Spike.
That sucks.
Fuck that. Let it go.
The only time I watch Spike is Friday nights.
Let it go. Spike can fucking blow.
As long as they play Bellator, they have me for 2 hours a week.
That's the only thing
That's
that they
it.
have. You know why? Because they actually signed
Cops
up.
24/7. It's bullshit.
I told you that. They are. They're cops 24/7, except when it comes to Bellator, and it's because they were the first ones to sign on Bellator because of the whole Man Network.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember?
Now they own them for like 10 years or something.
Do you remember who used to play on Spike? Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
Done and done.
And then it got too manly and too bloody, and this is when Spike tried to change their image, and they dropped Monday Night Raw.
And
they went
USA,
to USA.
USA came back in and said, "We want you to come home. Here's some money."
Exactly.
It's a business decision, and Spike wasn't doing what they said they were going to do, and they lost a lot of television programming.
Absolutely.
Spike never felt like a real network to me. You know what it reminded me almost of? Channel 26.
Oh, God.
Can I tell you what it felt like to me?
I can't even remember their call letters.
Lifetime.
Oh, wow.
Lifetime
television for women.
Yeah.
Lifetime supply of pantyhose.
Lifetime.
I like the fact that Oxygen started out as television for women. Now it's the Murder Network. Every fucking show. Snapped. It takes a killer. Dude. I am on Oxygen all fucking night. Angela hates it.
You know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
Snapped. Them some fucked up motherfuckers, dude.
Anytime.
I've only watched 4 episodes of Snap, but I swear to God,
check this out then.
I'm done.
Dude, you know what though?
Yo, it should not be Snapped. It should be they fucked up in the head, dude.
You know, years ago, when Oxygen was, wait for it, television for women. Dude. And that was the bumper in the commercial before you watch Snap. It's like, you're watching Oxygen.
Dude, Devil's Advocate.
Television for women, not yet.
For what?
Not yet. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. The floor is yours.
Go ahead.
Oxygen is still television for women because more women consume true crime novels and shit like that.
No,
than
he's right. No, he's
they
right.
They love murder.
No, I don't even
Number one show.
I don't even need
what is it? How to Get Away with Murder?
You are right. You are absolutely right. My ex-wife fucking loved that shit. I know. No,
women
you're
love
right, dude.
Murder.
My current girlfriend, same way. I come in sometimes and she's watching this fucking shit, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Snap is a
You'll notice with women,
they love this shit, dude.
You'll notice with women, they're either like into romance or the really dark thriller true.
You got to worry about that shit. If you walk in the house, your woman's watching Snap. She's taking notes.
No, they ain't taking notes. They are so intrigued by this shit because look, men have been doing this fucking shit for decades and centuries, and women are like, "Oh, you motherfuckers think you slick."
Here comes Snap.
Okay, I got y'all. Oh, you just gonna murder him and not put fucking gloves on? All right, I got you.
Or your boy fang on the side helps you kill him.
It's a whole other fucking thing.
Somehow,
Lady J jumping in. I love those shows.
Right? Somehow, Oxygen has really become the Murder Network because 24/7 it's either NCIS. Thank you, Mark Harmon.
Yeah,
my mom likes that show.
It Takes a Killer or Killer Couples or Snapped. I've been a fan of Snapped for about 10 years.
I'm telling you, just watch like 2 episodes. Anybody, just watch 2 episodes of Snapped, and you're like, these motherfuckers are gone. Are gone.
I had heard about the case of Clara Harris. It was in the papers. It was big. This is pre-Jodi Arias, pre-court TV and 24/7 news bullshit. And Clara Harris was the wife, very affluent. She had her career, but her husband was a very respectful and, affluent dentist. And found out that the husband was cheating on him. So she tailed him to a hotel. And as he walked out, she hit him with a car. Wasn't over yet, because she went around the cul-de-sac that was in front of the hotel and hit him again. But wait, there's more. She went around again and hit him again. All the time. The private investigator she hired to tail her husband is filming the entire fucking thing.
Yeah.
So I watched this. I'm like,
and he sold both that video to that and to Faces of Death.
Oh, yeah. Now, go forward. I thought Snapped had a shelf life. I thought, well, this show can only go so far because there's not this many crazy women.
No.
Horseshit. Here we are 10 years later, and this show keeps gaining steam because of people like Jodi
Arias. They go
back
to like the 70s and fucking 20s. And they are breaking shit up. I'm telling you. Look. It is a hidden aggression that women have had for a long time. Guys, don't fool yourself.
I can kill my husband, but I can't open the pickles.
You think you're slick and you're slipping the dick somewhere else.
She's going to open those pickles upside your head.
Will kill you and hide the body, and it is over, gentlemen. They know. That's what. You know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
Your woman is actually taking notes right now to murder your ass.
And she's doing it while watching Snap.
She's doing it while watching the show.
I'm waiting. You know what, Ed? You brought up a good point. I'm waiting for the first episode of Snap that I see where the man is killed by a jar of pickles. And that will happen. Open these pickles. No. Done.
It's crazy men... too, though. All right, see, Jen.
Men are crazy. They're called John Wayne Gacy.
No, but men are stupid crazy. Women are think about shit, break it down, and work it through crazy.
Men are impulsive crazy.
Exactly. Men are, I'm going to kill a bitch, and it's going to be brutal.
Crime of passion.
It's going to be brutal, right, exactly.
Or... let's go to like Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, the Green River Killer, BTK. They think about their crimes. They do it. Richard Kuklinski, same thing. You have these guys. I know way too much about murder. God.
Well, no, I'm not saying.
Be sure to tune in to Small Town Murder. Our friend Jimmy Westman.
You are going to have these guys, just like you said, who do think it out, go through it, and do this whole thing. And look, you're going to have these women who are just like
Michael
a sledgehammer. Ross. Like a sledgehammer. I'm just going to take this fucking thing and just beat the fucking piss
Michael
out of this
Ross
guy.
Did his thing.
The chick that just ran over her fucking husband.
Clara Harris. That was 10, 15 years ago.
But
look at Michael Ross, who was the big serial killer of our area. Over 8 years, 9 victims. It's not like he killed every chick he saw. It was just like an impulse. It was like, that one looks good.
It wasn't an impulse, though. No, it was
sexual sadism.
Right.
He killed him, raped him.
He followed him, and if he got that little twitch, and it's funny because, like, I don't know if like you've ever like had that with a woman, like.
That I wanted to kill him?
No, not like a kill.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify.
He said this.
No.
If you ever watched the movie, he said this. He only went after women that he was strongly sexually attracted to.
Who, Bundy or Ross?
Ross.
Oh, the documentary was fantastic.
Right. He only went after women that he was strongly sexually attracted to.
Which freaks me out because he had the 14 and 15-year-old in Griswold here in Connecticut.
Come on, dude. All right, can I just say this?
I know. No, I'm with you. All
right, I'm going to blow some... Look.
I'm sure you are.
At one point, Selena Gomez was 15 years old. She was not legal, and she was fucking fine. I knew she was going to be fucking fine.
Actually, there were nude pictures of her that came out because her boyfriend posted them.
Vanessa Hudgens, same thing.
But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe I'm confusing them.
15 years old...
Same.
Some of these women
Disney
are fucking...
gimmick, Schneebits.
Maybe Disney stars, doesn't matter.
Right.
When is Debbie Ryan going to have one of those? Look her up. Jesse.
I'm still waiting for Haley Mills.
I'm just saying, dude.
She's like 70 now. You can't do that. Great point. All the way around. And how do we get from serial killers in
because it's all about
Oscar
passion. It's usually I'm telling you it's about sex and passion, dude.
We can move into science and ethics.
Let's go for it.
Oh, please, feel free.
You know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
All right, it's the headline. New laws would allow children to be artificially created from the genes of dead humans.
I heard about this.
Posthumous conception creates living from the dead.
Yes.
There are laws being debated in Ireland right now. It's always in Ireland first, you notice?
Yeah.
That you can't clone sheep, happen in Ireland. Can't clone humans, happen in Ireland.
One listener that we have in Ireland.
The Irish are smart motherfuckers. They're like, hey, listen, you dumb motherfuckers. God says don't fuck with the shit. Why the fuck do you keep doing it?
Way to go, Seamus. I like that.
I think
Wow.
I think it's because mostly a lot of the companies that are like top of their field in this, whether it's America, Japan, whatever, they set up shop in Ireland because the tax system.
Yeah, and I'm going to throw this out there real quick for the one person that downloads us every week from Ireland. Share this shit with your friends. We are behind you,
Thank you.
1,000%, man.
So far, you have no idea.
Tell your friends, and we drink whiskey and beer, man. We are your people.
Can't do it, man. I'm the only one with an iPod. Everyone else is drunk. But anyway,
We still got Zunes.
Share with your friends.
maybe if you guys talked about football.
We'll talk about Thin Lizzy. Is that a good compromise? They're
I have
Irish.
no idea.
Thin Lizzy.
Right now, Ireland is voting legislation that would allow people to use the reproductive cells of their deceased partners or spouses to conceive children posthumously. Egg and sperm could be donated by a person before they die or extracted from their corpse shortly after passing away.
Ugh.
However, the person must have consented to such a move while they're still alive. So now they're
I ask
debating
you
whether
this.
this is ethical.
I ask you this. No, is it ethical or is it thought out? One of the best things that you could do to somebody is cremate them. Am I not?
Sure,
Seriously.
I'd prefer.
I'd rather be cremated.
I prefer to be cremated.
I'd rather be cremated
is there anybody
than
out there?
buried.
And that's a question. Go ahead and comment below, you guys who are
And
on right
share
now.
the show.
Do you prefer to be cremated or do you want to get buried? Now, letting me back to this. Do you think this is staged for a fucking reason? We've been burying people since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
And cremation has always been an option. As a matter of fact, cremation was an honor. Kings were cremated.
Right, at the pyre and the thing.
Exactly.
And
The Vikings always set their
exactly.
dead on fire.
Viking funeral, yeah.
Right. Darth Vader was fucking set ablaze. Come on, people.
Because
Hello,
you
Crystal.
can even dig into most religions on this. Fire is considered the ultimate cleanser. So when you burn
Fire.
somebody, it's cleaning them of all their sins.
Exactly.
Fire.
They can
And the
ascend to
ashes,
Valhalla.
and you also believe to be reborn again, you must be risen from the ashes, much like the phoenix.
Right, exactly.
So to be created in ashes, you must be burned. Where this whole burying thing came from is beyond me. Now, you're going to come back and you're going to say, 2,000 years later, we have the ability to dig deep and pull your motherfucking ass up and make babies with your nasty ass carcass.
I think after
that
2,000
we just
years,
fucking dropped. Like, no, dude.
I think after 2,000
there's a
years, it's
reason
gone.
why we as people said, let's stop burning people and let's start burying people.
Because we're worried about the ozone. Oh, that was way before. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, according to what I'm reading here, it says burying actually came first, and the cremation actually started in the Roman times, which does
Okay.
make sense because the Romans were responsible for Catholicism and all of that.
Stacy, burn me.
Yes.
Janelle, I want to be turned into sack, turned into tree. That works.
Fantastic.
You're part of the earth. Exactly. You're being brought into it. To be worm food to me is ridiculous.
It seems like more torture than it
Right,
needs
exactly. I don't need a stone for people to come visit me. If you want to remember me, you remember me in your memories.
I'm kind of freaked
to...
out that my grandfather is in a mausoleum and he's in a wall and the casket's in there.
I don't like those, dude.
Oh, it kills me. Eric Carr, drummer
those
for
are
Kiss.
So creepy.
I went to
dude.
his funeral and he's in a
Did you guys
mausoleum
ever see
in a
Walking
wall.
Dead? That's just like a cesspool for fucking
That's not
reanimation.
real. Come on.
But if it was, that's a cesspool for reanimation.
If it was, and Eric Carr came out of the wall, I would just give him my neck and be like, dude, here it is.
You would.
You're
too.
Eric fucking Carr.
You would.
Bite me. Bite me.
I would be Louisville Slugger.
It says here in Israel, there's 5,000 adults that have already set up, quote, biological wills that say they want their sperm or eggs to be frozen and then used to conceive offspring should they pass away.
Oh my god!
But wait,
people.
now what? Here it comes. Because I know that a lot of these sperm banks will just take any jackass who can jerk
Of
himself
course.
off.
No.
Are
Anybody
these
that
like
could pay the price?
right? Are these like smart people, scientists, bankers, Fortune 500 guys, or is this like the greeter at Walmart that is agreeing to have their sperm
Well,
carry on?
if he could pay the money, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
who
I
knows?
mean,
No.
Whoever pays.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Whoever
I got
pays.
nothing.
Well, there's a couple.
You win. That's what.
whoever pays, dude. I mean,
There's a couple ways to look at it.
what do you want from me?
There's a couple ways to look at it. If you're dead, you can't consent to this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You
Ted
know?
Williams.
But
You say that. You say that now, but me leading back to the whole reason of why we stopped burning people and started burying them. Now, if
we
they
buried them first. That's what it says.
Yeah, the burial started. Now.
burial started first.
Yeah, the Romans actually started cremation. Before, you could just set a body on fire and the skeleton would stay behind, it says.
And you have a
People
neat
didn't know
little
how to
Halloween
burn
gimmick
back
on your
then.
front door. It's like,
yeah,
that's a neat little Halloween gimmick. That's Uncle Frank.
It's the Vikings and stuff still burn people. A lot of cultures did, but the skeletons would remain. That's why, like, if you look at some of the primitive tribes, they used to decorate people with their rooms with their bones.
Yeah,
So they were
nothing else
setting
to
people
do
on
with them.
fire.
Last thing I want is my Uncle
But
Tom
the first
on the wall with a
crematorians
fucking
apparently
bone.
came out of Rome.
That's a neat little
Roman
thing.
Empire.
That's a great coffee table. Yeah, that's the femur of my Uncle Tom.
To get
That's,
whoa! I call horse shit. To get into Valhalla, you had to get burned.
Well, yeah, you would burn, but your skeleton would stay behind. They send you off on a boat.
Right, but you were still burned. You
Yeah.
weren't buried.
Well, with a cremation burns everything right down to ash.
right, but you
the
weren't
first-
buried.
No.
Is my point.
Oh no,
These-
the Vikings didn't bury anybody.
Right,
No.
right, exactly.
But it says other cultures were burying their dead before cremation,
Okay.
and that's where it started. Like the first crematorium wasn't until like
I'm
the
telling
Roman
you,
Empire.
there's gonna be stones with thumbprints. I give my consent to make children 2,000 years from now. I'm calling it. I'm calling this shit right now.
And this is what we
Here's the only-
retracted to.
here's the thing that here's the only thing that
I'm
bothers
right.
me. So
you know
like,
I'm fucking right.
like I personally don't want to have children, and let's say I die, and what would stop my girlfriend from saying, I want his sperm so I can have his child? Well, I didn't want children, so isn't that going against
But
my
you're
wishes?
dead. You know, I get it. I see where you're coming from. I do.
It's like posthumous rape.
Oh my God. Hashtag posthumous.
That's going to be a thing. I'm telling you right now. The way science is moving forward, that's going to be a thing.
Does anybody know who's next? Because I really don't.
It would be you.
Oh Christ! Here it comes. All right. I pissed on David Hogg enough in the last few weeks. You know what's fun?
No, you have not. Anybody see my fucking meme? That was great.
Which one? Yes, I did. That was fantastic. I pissed on David Hogg enough, but let's piss on someone we actually know. And yes, listeners, we actually know this guy. You know what's fucked up?
It's fucked up.
More information on the
Oh, yes.
junior high school fight
Yes.
club has come
Yes.
to light. Ryan Fish, who we do know personally, was the instigator.
Is Brad Pitt.
He talked about, somebody talked about it, but he was the instigator of the fight club. Now we find out that 3 administrators from the high school knew about the fight club and did nothing to stop it.
Right.
Allegedly.
Well,
I know, the innocent till proven guilty bullshit.
No,
Schnappets
no.
Fernum, I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
no,
Even your buddy
no,
is
no.
alleged, even though it's on video.
Yeah,
No.
true, right?
In
There
the
he
eyes-
is.
in the
He's
eyes of the
standing
law.
right there.
But no, he
I wish OJ would have had security cameras at his house.
he definitely did it. We saw him do it. But the administrator
Can I
definitely
say
alleged.
this? If you are the age that you are, and these guys are well into their late 40s and 50s, let's be honest.
The administrators.
Yes, yes.
Okay, going forward, yes.
They turn themselves in,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Henceforth, they knew the shit that was about to come down, all right?
They knew they were fucking
I'm
fried.
still on the Montville Forum, and I tore some motherfuckers up who didn't want to hear this fucking shit,
Mm-hmm.
all right? You want to fucking blame Fish? These motherfuckers have been entwined in your network
For months.
decades, dude.
Well, yeah, those guys. Yeah,
Decades.
they've been in your inner
Yes,
circle, but
yes.
for this
you have
particular
trusted
thing,
this fucking superintendent, this fucking principal and vice principal forever. You want to shit on Fish? Guess what? These motherfuckers wanted to hide it. And not only did they want to hide it, they wanted to bury it. So
Well,
it brings
yeah.
me this. No. It brings me to this question. What else have they hidden? What else have they buried?
you know, the funny thing is when you say that is what else have you buried? It goes back to what we talked about when we first brought this to light last week. Is for those of you, we didn't have live feed last week. Sorry, not sorry. It was internet issues. The Norwich Tech prostitution gimmick where Mr.
I
Nadelia,
keep looking for articles on that. I
state
can't find it.
cop, was involved in this. It was high school students. And the first I heard of it was about 2 years
Mama
before
Loki
we,
on.
hello, Mama Loki. Before we started this, I want to say 2013 was the first time I heard of it. So it was buried for a long, long time.
They did a good job of burying it, actually.
Well,
I can't find any articles on it.
Part of it is because he was a state cop. Second, because that school doesn't want to lose its funding.
No, you're right. You're right.
All things considered, if you're these 3 administrators and you know about this and you've heard about this and there's rumblings, you have 2 choices, which in my mind...
They turned themselves in, all 3 of them.
Wait, in the beginning...
I want to know who drove. And I would have loved...
The bald guy. It's always the bald guy. But...
Fish with an ankle bracelet.
If you've known about this for 7 months and you didn't speak up right away, you are probably more culpable than Fish is. And we call him Fish because that's how we know him.
That's our boy. And I am still going to stand behind him. He's my boy. I don't care if you hate him. I don't care the flat.
What we know of Fish is a nice guy. I know
he's a cool dude.
He's done fucked up.
No, he fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. He
certainly
fucked up.
Did in a big way.
Haven't we all fucked up? I'm gonna say right now. Look,
except for the bearded truth. No, he doesn't fuck up.
The past is in the past. You know how me and my brother. He's not watching this right now, and I called him out earlier, and I said he wasn't gonna watch this fucking shit. But you know how we fucked up? You remember when Simon Ford was Simon Ford?
Yeah.
Yes. Down on
me
the
and
on
my
strip.
brother were the ones that jacked the fucking rims off the Ford GT that they had.
Shit.
Yes, that was me and my brother.
Wow.
Can I say that when we all fucked up, we fucked up? You know what I did with those rims?
What'd you do?
I threw them in the fucking Thames fucking river, dude. Right down where I live now. I'm not even fucking with you, dude.
Fishermen to this day are still pulling your shit up.
Yes, dude, fucking pulling that shit. I got rid of that shit. My dad, I'll never forget the look on my dad's face. Son, you get rid of this shit. And I said, Dad, I know exactly where we fucking stand right now.
The same place a bunch of people have dumped bodies for years.
I took care of that fucking shit, dude. I'll never forget that to this day. For the fucking ones out there who want to judge Fish and the ones out there that want to judge everybody else, dude, look in the fucking mirror.
Amen.
I swear to God, you know you fucked up. You know you fucked up. This kid has admitted that he's fucked up. Mm-hmm. I've seen this kid. I have nothing against this kid. I think this kid is a good kid.
How many times has he walked up to us and been pleasant and been awesome and we've engaged in great conversation? Right. Yes, he made a mistake. Here comes the like you said, that come to Jesus moment. Anybody who hasn't made a mistake, chime in right now.
Yeah.
If you're watching us now, or if you're listening to this on audio only, if you've never made a mistake,
because you know what?
Chime in now.
In today's society, and since the moment that we started this show, I got the chime in. It was like, welcome to today's society and Google hookup and shit. I dare you. Tell me that you're fucking innocent. Mm-hmm. Tell me you're innocent because I will look your ass up on Google and I will find fucking information on your ass. Believe me, I will. Believe me. Yep. I'm so sick and tired of people thinking that they're better than everybody else and they forget about their own skeletons in their closet. They forget how they were raised and they forget about how to interact with humans.
Pretty much.
I just checked the statute of limitations. You're good on the rims.
Thank you.
Anyway.
All right.
It's 5 years.
I know it's 5 years. Trust me.
Like you said, there's people that will ignore.
Simon Ford's well out of business, bro.
Oh, yeah. It's now.
I worked for the Antinos when they bought that dealership.
There are people that will never admit to their own faults because for some reason they think they're above the fray. We know a lot of people like that. You probably know a lot of people like that out there.
Yes.
At the end of the day, we all know they're full of shit. It's up to them to someday have that come to Jesus moment where it's like, oh, wow, guess what? I'm full of shit and I owe all these people an apology. I've had that come to Jesus moment. You've had that come to Jesus moment. I don't know if you've ever...
run from Jesus.
Well, that doesn't matter.
Jesus Maharaj.
You probably had that moment where you look at people and say, you know what?
You fucking deserved it.
I was an asshole way back when. To those who deserved it, well done. But... to those that didn't, you're like, hey, I'm really sorry for the way I acted here.
I used to feel that way. Here. I used to feel that way, but Kanye showed me another way.
Fuck Kanye. I'm so done. Anyway.
2020, bro.
You got something you want to add to this before top 10 or?
You gotta love top 10.
I'm so looking forward to it.
There was something I wanted to say. Okay, on the fish thing.
What's that?
So, He fucked up. He's gonna pay for it. He's not gonna be able to be a teacher anymore.
No.
He's gonna lose a lot.
We said this when we first brought this to people's attention. Like, he was on the Board of Education.
Yeah, he's not going to be an educator.
No, he fucked up major.
The administrators.
He fucked up major.
The problem with the administrators, if it turns out that they are that guilty, every decision they've ever made.
7-Eleven, Franklin, Connecticut. Go find it.
Sense.
This is brisk iced tea plus watermelon lemonade. It's really good stuff.
Interesting. Every decision they've made, or if they've ever chosen to expel, suspend, or whatever, is now going to be questioned. Parents are going to be able to sue the school system.
Yes.
Like, that's the guy that kicked my kid out.
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes. No.
But that's also the guy that allowed Fight Club to continue.
Look, that goes with it.
Yeah.
When you voted Ryan Fish onto the Board of Education, you allowed this.
But they'll ignore it, and those people will claim...
But I'm just going to say, look, the Board of Education is a vote system. You allowed Ryan Fish into your network.
And it doesn't mean they get to break the law.
Every one of those people...
I agree. No, you're right. You're right. But I just want people to realize, like... Before you dog this dude, before you want to fucking point fingers at Ryan Fish and call him a degenerate and throw him in jail for fucking life, point the fingers at yourself because you fucking voted. No, I know. Yeah, but no. Go on the forum, dude. Go on the forum.
Stay off the forum.
I get you. No, look, I get you.
Go on the YouTube comments. Look what everyone's saying.
I get what you're saying, but you got to understand, this is how lynch mobs started back in the day,
trust me, I see WINY all the time.
All the fucking time. This is how it starts.
I'm looking at perspective as a town and everything. Everything these administrators touched is now going to be in dispute.
Of course.
So getting this apartment was Facebook.
Right.
My landlord went on my Facebook page and brought up shit that she saw on my Facebook page.
Really?
All right? No, I'm not. No, you give me the fucking eyes, dude. You don't realize, like, yes.
That's why I make my page private except to my friends.
Same here.
Right. But some things, like one of the things that I did make public, I've made a couple things, like with the Loki and Jabroni Show. I make it public because I want it to get out there.
Yeah.
But one of the things that we were talking about was a marijuana episode, and guess what? She brought that fucking shit up.
Mm-hmm.
People live in social media.
Oh yeah, no, social media is out there.
Oh yeah,
but
it's not just out there. People live it.
Yeah. They think it's a be all end all.
Exactly.
Facebook. I don't know how many times I say it.
That is you. That is you. Your Facebook page is you.
I do have a quick fire before we roll into the top 10.
Yes.
It's about YouTube. It's a little. So there are networks not too similar to what I'm trying to do that have multiple channels that they support and everything like that.
Yes.
Well, YouTube recently has been breaking up these networks.
Yes, I read about this.
Yeah,
they've
been breaking up these networks.
Just when we start thinking of this fucking great idea, YouTube's going to kick us in our fucking teeth.
Well, here's the thing. We are not eligible to monetize anything on YouTube, so I'm not that concerned about it. And I've always looked at other ways of monetizing.
I hear you.
Yeah, I've always thought outside of the YouTube.
I get that, but I'm just saying,
there are people that are making a living on YouTube.
Oh fuck yeah! As a matter of fact, the one that just shot up YouTube was making a living off of YouTube.
Why have we not heard more about that? Because she's a woman, because she's Muslim, because it's
buried.
She's not a very good Muslim, though.
It's buried. It's
wrong. I don't care.
Yeah, that story went real quick because she used a handgun.
Right, exactly.
But anyway,
was it an AR-15?
Right.
Oh, darn.
That's a long distance dap right there. You deserve that one.
You got that.
You fucking deserve that one.
It's all.
Say that shit. Hold on.
That story's gone because she used a handgun.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, yes. And David Hogg can't jump all over it.
No, he's fucking right, dude. He's fucking right. I say that all the time. People think I'm fucking crazy, dude.
No, that's exactly why it is. So they've been breaking up these networks. One of the YouTube channels I follow, a really cool journalist named Tim Pool, is part of a network called Full Serve, I think.
It's possible.
Yeah, and But here's the weird thing. YouTube isn't just going to these networks and saying, break up your channels. They're going to these networks and saying, you need to get rid of this channel and that channel.
Horseshit.
Oh, so they're selecting.
And one of the channels that they chose to get rid of, one of them was a black comedian that said kind of racy, edgy things. They told them to get rid of him. That guy did a video where he's fucking crying because he doesn't know what he's going to do. I mean, he's got a following, so he could probably pull out of it, but YouTube's been demonetizing people like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, they have. Yes, they have.
And another one that they told this channel to get rid of wasn't just a gamer channel. A guy just plays video games. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, you just got a letter from the network saying we got to, break off your channel. So there doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason for it. I think it has something to do with YouTube Red. I think they want to move into a pay model soon.
Right.
And
so they can only have so many things available for people to watch. Exactly.
Yes. And I think, like, you'll see, I guarantee you'll see PewDiePie move to YouTube Red because he's, like, the biggest YouTube channel. Yep. Even though he said the N-word and said Nazi or whatever. But he was playing a video game and said the N-word.
Everybody forgave him.
Yes. I get called the N-word on online games.
I've done it on purpose 3 times on this show just to get fucking negativity.
Ka-ching! Anyway.
Right.
Yet I'm the guy that builds the wall. I just want to point that out.
No. Dude, that wall's been built. No. I said I added bricks to it too.
I know you did.
I always add bricks to that
But when you say that someone accused me of putting bricks on the wall...
No, it's just
but the wall is already built.
Brick in the wall. Hit my fucking music.
Yes, roll that beautiful bean footage. The final countdown is brought to you by beer, whiskey, anger, hatred, and horse shit. Because the world is fucked up, and the more you guys seem to sit back and want to give participation trophies out to 16th place fucking winners, fuck you, we are done with you. Give us your top 10, sir.
All right, so it's funny because I've actually gotten a few personal messages on my Facebook, and I did this for a reason. I've actually gotten flack, and people have said, why do you look at your phone when you read the top 10? Are you actually pulling top 10 lists from David Letterman?
No, we've never done that.
No.
David Letterman's not even on TV anymore.
Not you, because you do the paper thing. Sometimes I do it off my phone.
No, I've watched you write your top 10 on your little
I'm notorious
thing.
for it because I'll do it at work. So here we go.
I've watched it.
For all you motherfuckers out there that think that I read this fucking shit off the computer.
Who said that? Oh, wow, that was a burp.
No, I can't do that. I can't do it.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't. I will when we become famous.
Right. When we have fuck you money.
I promise you. Yes, exactly. I promise you.
Say that again.
When we have fuck you money.
Thank you.
Exactly. I promise you, when I have Deadpool fuck you money, I will call these motherfuckers out. 2 people, though. 2 people in general. In case y'all didn't know, my partner, Jabroni,
that's me.
Is with the
eternal flame and the goddess of love, yes.
Forever.
Hopefully, yes.
Well, I mean, just forever. For as long as this show's been going on.
Yes.
You spoke on her.
Yes.
Right? I have been her mechanic for...
Oh, dear God in heaven.
What we have called the truck of doom for a very long time.
What can go wrong will go wrong. It's like Murphy's truck.
It has.
Let's just call it Murphy's truck.
All right. So we are on the last stage of the truck, and we're hoping to get it going. However,
you should just bring a shotgun next time.
If Ange's truck does not live again, I have top 10 things for Ange's truck. Fuck you all, well, the 2 of you, that said that you thought I was getting this shit from David Letterman. Number 10. Outdoor retreat for all the cats of the crazy neighborhood cat lady.
Tow that shit to Natalia's house. Tow that truck to Natty Neidhart's house. That's right now.
Like
Moose
Canada,
and Squirrel?
Right? Canada, Moose and Squirrel.
That'll be like their cat condo gimmick. Nice.
Number 9, a movie proc for any apocalyptic movie.
Ooh, that's
like
good. That's good.
You could throw that shit in anything. It'll work out very good.
That's good.
Number 8, a paintball field barrier. If you guys have ever been on a paintball field?
Do you remember in basic training? Because I was never in the Army, so I can't speak on this.
No, you can't.
Remember in basic training when you had the AT4 law on
Yes.
your shoulder. If you don't know what law means, look it up. I'm not going to fucking educate you. And you shot the
can't
paintball.
anyways. You weren't in the military.
I wasn't in the military ever. And you shot that paintball at the tank, the old rotted out tank.
Yes,
way out in the field.
yes.
That's the same thing. They could use the Murphy's truck for that same gimmick. Although I was never in the military, so I can't speak on this.
You can't speak on
Fuck
this.
you, America.
This is. I was gonna say that's false news.
That's false news.
Fake news. Number 7, pull the motor and use it in the Chevy Day Parade as a float.
Oh God. I'm gonna need.
You gotta listen to this, right?
Hopefully, I might need one more gimmick before I go upstairs because now I have to answer for all of this.
Number 6.
You see, you're laughing, but you know I have to answer for all of
Number
this.
6, you can also pull the motor and use it as a soapbox car in your next local Boy Scout soapbox meeting.
Oh my God.
And just think about it. Like, you could be.
The best part about it is there's a Loki and Jabroni bumper sticker on the fucker right now. We can do that.
And you can be just like our man from fucking Home Depot. Well, the old school Home Depot, Tony Stewart.
Yes.
And you can take care of your opposition by literally rolling over the competition.
Pretty much. Nice reference to the NASCAR gimmick. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Which, by the way, you can watch every Wednesday.
Thursday this month.
Oh, it's Thursday this
month.
I'm sorry.
Corey's on a mission.
I was not informed of this, so I was still on the Wednesday.
C&J Speed Review is on Thursdays this month, but you can catch it all the time on the YouTube channel. Thank you for the...
You like that plug, right?
I do.
See, I got you guys.
Swig a beer to you, my friend.
See, YouTube didn't get to me yet. No.
We've been doing this 3 years. 3 fucking years. And you know, if the beer's on my lips, you can't say
every
shit like
time.
that.
It's every time.
Fucking
it's every
time.
time. Here we go.
All right. Oh my God.
Number 5. Use it to block off your road and have a killer block party. Because you could easily do that.
Here we could, yeah. We don't even need to block off the road. We're on a dirt fucking road.
Roll that shit out.
We are the butt of a Jeff Foxworthy joke. Seriously, we are the butt of a Jeff Foxworthy joke right here. If directions to your house include turn off the paved road, you might be a redneck.
Yes,
if she decides to just kill the truck, you just aim a gun at it and say such heroic nonsense.
Right?
I would buy for that. I would totally buy that.
Wow.
Nonsense. Number 4, make a 30-second video with all of its great features.
That could be done.
30 seconds. All of the
Here's all the shit that Mike put in the last year.
The radio works.
Number 3, make it a permanent addition to the drive-through movie. You know, for all you motherfuckers that ain't got a vehicle out there.
Good call. Good call. You drop the gate, you lift the thing, and everybody sits down with a blanket and all their whatever. Bring a cooler.
It's right there. Bring a cooler.
Make sure it has wheels.
Dude, you might have just come up with $1 million business. Like get a bunch of abandoned cars and
just slap that shit in the drive-through.
That's
if
you got a car, it's $10. If you got to rent a car, it's $35.
EBT accepted.
Right.
Number 2.
Wow. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Number 2, give it to David Hogg so he has a ride to all his important meetings.
Fucking men. Fucking hate David Hogg. He was in Syria just a couple weeks ago saving all the children from the chemical attack.
Here we go. And number 1, paint it white with the words, "Want some candy, little boy?" written on the side. Leave it in a rich neighborhood, sitting back and watch the drama unfold.
Oh my God. Very nice. Very fucking
For those of you who said that I pulled all of my top 10 lists off the fucking internet.
It's horseshit.
That's for you.
You know what? Do this. Grab the bag. Open the bag.
And as a matter of fact, when we do become famous, you can go back to all of our episodes, and I dare you to go fucking find that shit online.
Do this. Grab the bag. Open the bag. Empty the contents. And kiss the entire bag of dicks.
I can't wait till there's I can't wait till there's like 10,000 people watching the live feed and everybody's commenting, hoping to be the one
that you read,
the one that Jabroni picks just to chime in. This dude, fuck you. Anyway, moving on.
Right? That would be me.
Like, fuck this guy.
All right,
this guy had the
notion. And Pat, I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Naggers.
No.
That's my favorite.
Light anti-tank weapon.
Nice. Great fucking work, Eddie Focus. You see that?
And yes, I do think I should be able to own one.
Triple the salary.
Yes.
When the format change
No,
happens,
no, you're right.
Salary.
No, he deserves that.
Right now, the financial
You're right.
statement
No,
has us in the negative. Every time you keep tripling it, you're putting me in more debt.
No, but he's right. You deserve that. No,
for that you deserve
he's
it.
Right. He's right.
Wow. 84
right.
law, and he came up big. Although I shouldn't know that for obvious reasons.
He's right. Hit that.
Guys, do you love football?
Yes.
But your fantasy team gets getting creamed year after year?
Every time.
Fuck, it sucks. I've had that a couple
You go
years.
on Madden, you try to make an ultimate team, and then you try to make that shit over here, and you still get creamed?
Or you draft a bunch of high-level players that, like Ezekiel Elliott, like Peyton Manning, the one year he got hurt. You draft, for me, it was Rich Gannon. He was the MVP one year. I drafted him high, and he hurt his neck the first game.
You're lucky you get Odell Beckham Jr., and he breaks his ankle in the second week?
You know, lots of us know the game, but very few of us know the stats. That's why.
Understand the stats.
Thank you. That's why the Loki and Jabroni Show is a proud affiliate of Pro Football Focus. Take the tedious process. I like the NWO gimmick. That's good. Take the tedious process of digging and compiling the numbers for all your favorite NFL players and let the experts at Pro Football Focus handle everything with great features like player grades, fantasy rankings, stats, projections, quarterback annuals, NFL draft guide, which is very important because the draft starts this fucking week.
This week, people. This week.
And in-depth news and analysis. To join this incredible wealth of information, you go to www.lokiandjabroni.com/football and click any of the links on the page so that they know that we sent you. Right now, our listeners can choose $5 off Pro Football Focus Edge membership to give you a little boost, or pick $20 off an Elite membership to dominate the competition. That's www.lokiandjabroni.com/football. Join Pro Football Focus today and tear the ass out of your competition. Because God knows this year, I really want to go back into the fantasy football thing. Former guest, Zach Pokey King, every year. I gave it up about 4 years ago. I can't watch the stats, and I can't do that whole thing and say, oh, well, I'm watching the Falcons, but I really hope Zeke Elliott does well. It was ruining what football was to me, but I want to start a Loki and Jabroni League. Take you and I, the Loki division, the Jabroni division. You and I are in separate divisions, and take, say, 10 lucky listeners at our choosing to join the league and just have a great fantasy Yahoo football thing, and I will definitely join Pro Football Focus because I want an edge on the competition.
Last time I played fantasy football, I picked a guy just based on his ears. And I did really well.
How was Peyton Manning, by the way?
No, it wasn't him.
Who was it?
I can't remember his name. I know it wasn't Manning. Everyone laughed at me for picking him because he was a rookie or something, but he ended up doing pretty good. And
Andrew Luck.
That
could have been it.
Andrew Luck.
And I actually did really well, and everybody was like, you got to be shitting me. Because I was picking them totally based on how they looked.
Fair enough.
I knew nothing about them.
Before we lose this guy and before we shut everything down, once again, I want to remind you, Constitution State Wrestling is coming back to Groton.
Excited.
June 30th, 2018. It's a Saturday night, 7 p.m. bell time. The main event is Trigger the OG versus former WWE talent, the Vampire Warrior Gangrel himself. You also have JT Dunn versus Matt Cross, and James Ellsworth is going to be a part of the show. You can get your tickets at csw3.brownpapertickets.com. 17 for ringside, 12 for general admission. We are going to be there live streaming, providing commentary.
Best commentary.
I talked to the promoter, Nat Peterson. He's going to throw us some talent to sit with us.
We give the best commentary.
Oh, without question.
I don't give a fuck. And I do believe the Loki heel will be coming back to that.
No way.
The only time Jabroni goes heel is when Elvis Royale is anywhere near him.
No, I agree. Every other time,
slam that kid into
I
tomorrow.
am the king of our stage.
If I can find that video, guys, I want you to see exactly what Elvis Royale did to me on my birthday and why I want to get him.
No, I got you.
It's not going to be a solid steel cage, but it might be. It might be a garden gimmick steel cage.
As the king of the heels, I got you. See, I got you because I always want you to come back to the heels.
Disrespect.
It was. See, you feel me. as
Elvis
heels.
Royale, I'm coming for you, N-word.
So we have multiple listeners saying that it looks like because on May 8th, we're going to be going to In the Mood at 1085 Bunnington Road in Groton. It looks like you're already prepared with that black dildo.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the dildo
right
mic.
there in your face.
You might be able to sell that and buy a new mic.
I was going to say,
it's ribbed.
Oh, it's ribbed
Jesus
for
Christ.
Jake's pleasure.
Yeah, right? That's good. I like that.
Hey, when you want to sound the best, you need the best.
That's why you hired us.
You hired me.
Same.
We
Same,
just gave
same.
you a fucking 3 times your fucking raise, motherfucker. I
Right?
don't want to hear that
I keep
shit.
saying we're in the negative, so now I owe more, motherfucker.
All right, well, it's all right. So
Not my
keep
problem.
working
Stop
harder.
playing Ice Ice Baby.
Work-
I owe money
work-
when they play that shit.
Work harder and we'll make more money, all right?
I owe Shug 50%.
All right, guys.
This one's 60.
Got
Go
it.
ahead.
Much love to this man. Much love to that man. Much love to this man.
Yes.
Guys, please make sure you share the fuck out of this show. We can't ask any more.
iTunes reviews.
Yes, we can. We can, like Eddie said, we can ask for iTunes reviews. The algorithm is crazy. We want to move up the ranks. We want more people around the world, not just in Ireland. That one guy, whoever you are, please
Four,
share.
love you.
four in Ireland.
We love
four
you.
Four downloads in Ireland.
Yeah.
Four down.
We love you in Ireland.
Ireland.
It's got to be the fucking voice. They'll be like, that stupid motherfucker. He keeps speaking Scottish. It's not Ireland.
Sheamus and Fit Finley are my favorite wrestlers. Let me just put that out there right now. Fuck Shawn Michaels, fuck Ric Flair, Sheamus and Fit Finley. They're my favorites.
Wow.
No, I got to say that. And guys, don't forget Thursdays now. C&J Speedway Review will be
Until further
Thursday
notice.
now. Exactly, until further notice. Which means Wednesdays might open up for some fucking L&J debauchery.
Why not? And this week on C&J Speedway Review, we talk about the return to NASCAR of Matt Kenseth. Yes, big news coming out today. Matt Kenseth is coming back.
That used to be my dude.
I know. Number 17,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
I
my
got
number.
you.
Does he still rocking 17?
We're going to find out. We are going to find out soon because Matt Kenseth...
Oh, if he runs 17, I might be hardcore into that. That's my number.
Well,
right
the
there,
17 is a Roush car. It's run by Ricky Stenhouse Jr., but the rumor and innuendo right now is that he is going to be taking over for the 6 of Trevor Bayne. Now, there's no truth to anything where you can't move Ricky Stenhouse to the 6. You can move Matt Kenseth to the 17. You can do whatever you
Gotta
want.
give it back to him, man.
He's 46 years old. There's
Gotta give it back to him.
there's nothing. And if you watch last season, Matt Kenseth made the playoffs.
Do you remember? You remember when Michael Jordan came back and he was 46
45.
or 40? Yeah,
I
thank you,
remember
thank
it
you.
vividly.
And he was garbage and he was trash.
Until they took his number off the ceiling,
And then what happened when he went back to 23?
he became Michael Jordan again.
Thank you. See, you got to give these guys their number. I think you know how much I don't like Brad Paisley. Never have. But I've come to like him. I've come to like him.
Okay.
He has this fucking the last time you'll ever remember, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing he says is going out on the field wearing 17 for the final time. Love that fucking verse because
Okay.
that's my number.
Well,
That's
yeah,
my fucking
it's
number.
like me. I kind
Everybody has their number. Everybody has their number.
I kind of gravitate to guys who wear the number 19.
See, there you go. And this was the last guy that really meant something for number 17 to me. And to hear that he's coming back, he deserves that number, man. You got to give him that number.
All right, so if he's going to go, the rumor right now is selected races, but that could change because
Right.
let's be honest, Trevor Bayne in the 6 sucks.
Yeah.
Trevor Bayne overall sucks. So if you moved Ricky Stenhouse into the 6 and you position Matt Kenseth in the 17, it is great.
You give him the 17, I think I could probably be ridiculously, stupidly devoted to racing for the next fucking...
I would love it.
No, I'm serious. I really do because that was my number. That was my man.
And Matt Kenseth is a guy that you can
in my
follow.
opinion, no, he's not going to be around for a long time. And I did say
Are
I
you
wanted
giving
somebody...
up on Bubba?
No, I'm not.
All
I love
right.
Bubba. Bubba's still going to be my racer. I'm just saying I'm not die hard into it. But see, it's kind of like, you remember when Shawn Michaels came back and you were like, Shawn Michaels ain't bullshitting me no more. Shawn Michaels is giving me the actual real Shawn Michaels right now. I could follow him.
That's a great analogy.
This is what I'm feeling with Matt Kenseth right now. I could totally put my 120% behind this guy and be like,
look at it this way. We're 8 races into the season. He's only missed 8 races.
Right. He could totally pull it off.
Right.
He could totally pull it off, dude.
If they could grandfather him in some way to be in the playoff picture, guaranteed. Sometime if he started next week is Talladega, kids, and anybody can win that race.
Anybody.
As long as you avoid the big one.
Love Talladega.
It's this weekend, brother.
I love Talladega. That's Sunday?
If you can, this Sunday, 1:30 p.m. If you can avoid the big one, you have a chance at winning Talladega. If your car still has 4 wheels and a body, you have a chance.
I'm going to probably have to have it because I actually have a fucking Big Apocalypse 40K game going on Sunday.
Understood.
So
I'll tell you all about it on the
I'll put it on the big TV
next week.
I'll
But
put it on the TV.
what I'm saying is,
I'll do my homework.
I'll
do my homework so I can call in the suit.
Whether he starts at Talladega, whether he starts at Dover the week after, whether he starts anywhere, Matt Kenseth, if they grandfather him in and
deserves a 17.
I agree with that. But if they grandfather him in and say, okay, you've only missed 8, 9, 10 races, if you win a race, you're in the playoffs. I guarantee you by the end of the year, Matt Kenseth will find victory lane.
I buy
Absolutely.
it. I buy it. I like how you did that. I like how you...
Well, they did that with Kyle Busch.
Oh, did they? I don't know how they did that.
2015, Kyle Busch wins the championship, but he broke his leg in a crash at the Xfinity race before the Daytona 500. It's an extenuating circumstance that is out of their control. He missed 5 or 6 races. So when he comes back, they say, okay, well, we're going to let him, if he wins a race, he's in, because that's the rules. You win, you're in the playoffs. And I love the new concept. I really do. A lot of people shit on it. I don't care.
No,
But
I like
Kyle Busch goes on, wins.
You gotta give anybody a chance.
Right, but let's put this into perspective. The last time Kyle Busch won 3 in a row was 2015 when he won the championship. Guess what Kyle Busch just accomplished this past weekend? He won 3 in a row. Much like Kevin Harvick on my t-shirt won 3 in a row early this season. This season is going to break down to 2 people, Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch. But you throw Matt Kenseth into the mix, now everything's gone asunder. And now you have a guy that can seriously throw everything upside down. And I don't want to blow it all here. Let's save it for Thursday. I hope you watch the show either live or after the fact, because I got a lot to say about Matt Kenseth. And you know who should be scared that Matt Kenseth is coming back? The 22 of Joey Logano. You'll find out why on Thursday.
Thursday, people, not Wednesday.
Not Wednesday. For the
foreseeable
future.
I didn't get the update, which is why I threw the...
Sorry, you weren't in the memo.
It's understood, man. It's understood. But you watch it after the fact, which I love.
I'll fire the secretary we can't afford.
All right, guys. Look, we want to appreciate every single one of you guys out there watching, listening, and sharing us. We can't thank you guys enough, but we need you to do more. We really do. We need you to go to YouTube. We need you to like that shit. We need you to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so.
iTunes, YouTube, anywhere.
Anytime you guys feel the need to go out and watch a movie, which we understand, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Everybody is. You have to plan your nights out. So when you do, go to our website, click on that Fandango, get those tickets, and go out and enjoy that time with your family when you can. And I'll tell you what, it's not going to cost you guys a dime more. It might
cost you less,
right?
To go to the movies.
Exactly. It might take a little bit out of your normal. Oh my God, I got to go to Fandango. I got to go to Loki and Jabroni first. My man Ed has made it like super simple. Even for you people on mobile phones right now. Like, if you're on your mobile phone, this is the way you want to do it. Like, you go on there, you hit that shit up, and boom, you find what you're looking for, it's there. We got everything for everybody, from Amazon Prime to Fandango, which we were just talking about, to Zounds. If you're into this stuff right now, we're into the King Cooler.
If you want to start a podcast that's not as good as ours.
Right.
Go to Zounds.
Exactly.
Well, we did that for somebody once.
If you need
but he hasn't bought any equipment.
Fuck him. He still does it with his fat wife and a laptop.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, sir.
It was like that.
Funny story to share when the mics go off. Not
I got
funny,
you. I got you. Guys, thank you.
Funny.
I can't say thank you enough. And guys, don't forget, next week I will not be here. I'll be actually in Fenway Park live calling you guys from our phone with a shit ton of people. It's going to be a good time.
You see this gimmick? This is how Mike's going to be talking to us.
We welcome once again to a brand new studio, friend of both of ours, Strikers McLynch, will be taking over my spot. I am more than happy to let him take this spot and give you guys everything that he's going to be fucking willing to.
You know what I'm trying to work on? I'm trying to work on a third person for that microphone. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, it's me and Lynch,
work.
man.
It's going to work. It's going to work. This thing is, like I said, it's fucking beautiful.
Put someone at the table.
You already
rearrange it.
You already got this one already set up. You're going to.
I got Lynch.
My camera goes.
All
with
I
me,
need.
so
I got Lynch.
Guys, May 8th, don't forget, Groton, Connecticut, 1085 Buddington Road. You want to be there live. Maybe we can even talk Lynch into going there and we can have 3 people right here. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows? You want to be there, though. If you guys show up live, I'm more than happy to step off.
We always
I'll
have.
let you take. Yeah, exactly.
Cowboy Bob Orton sat in my fucking chair.
We've done
That's
it
all
before.
I gotta say.
We'll do it again, people. Come on by, see us. Get that 10% discount live. Show the people if you want what you just bought. Explain why you bought it. If you're embarrassed, sneak out the side. We don't care.
That's the
Come
part
on
where
by,
you take
guys.
my chair.
It's going to be great. We have a bet before we close everything off.
Go ahead, tell him.
What color he's going to change. I say magenta. He says red.
No, shit, more like a shade of purple red.
See, magenta. Magenta. You're on the same page as me. You're on the same page. He's trying to hide it. Look at him. Oh, he wants darker than magenta.
No, a little darker, like he's not going to be able to breathe for like an hour. And, you know, or,
I'm still going with Ohio State red. I think that's really going to be.
Or maybe the blood will just completely drain from his face.
We can't wait.
So I'll go Chris Benoit white.
He'll have a raging boner he can't get rid of.
Come on down and visit us. Now we've given you 2 weeks. We've given you more than enough time. More than enough time to come down and join us live. And in the mood, 10% off your purchase, people. Dude. You spend $100, that's $10. You spend $200, that's $20.
If you spend $10, it's $1. Hey, DVDs are still popular, man. I'm just saying. I just bought a DVD not long ago. Not from in the mood, but hey.
At 10%, now's the time to spend is what I got to say.
In this day and age, 10% is a big
and we'll be
deal.
there live.
I got some friends I want to invite to this and bring it on. Bring it on. Can you stop hitting the gimmick? Okay. Live. In your fucking face.
In your grill.
In like the fuck capital of the world. Give or take. Oh,
no, you're right.
If you guys use that, that's on me. I get a percentage.
Yes, you're right. No, that's Squiddly Diddlyville right there.
You like that?
Yeah, that is fuck capital.
It's from right here. It's from right here.
No, he's right.
I've been in a few.
Yeah, I know you have. Do they have? They don't have those spank gimmicks. I don't have to like guard Ed like I did Andy.
No. You can disappear.
All right, good.
You can just disappear. And
I can just do what I do, and he can go in the spank bank.
Yeah, exactly. We'll let people rotate and take our seats.
If I go in the spank bank, it's gonna be getting interviews like one-on-one.
See, I like
what brings you to In the Mood?
I love it. I love where we're going.
Get out of here!
Great. This is gonna be great, guys. We love you guys.
Whoa, folks! I can't
love.
show you for Facebook rules, but you should see the hog in this guy.
The David Hog.
The David Hog.
You're welcome.
See the David Hog in this guy.
Oh, okay. Thank you,
Good night,
guys.
folks.
Thank you guys so much. We love you.